changes, syempre, especially or specifically, doon sa mga teams na naghahabol pa ng points, no? This is a long-running league stage na meron tayo. And speaking of league stage and pagdating sa Grand Finals, paiba-iba rin tayong prize pool pagdating doon.
Oo nga, tama. Doon sa prize pool natin, mga kaibigan, doon talaga natin magkakaalaman kung sino talaga ang mag-uuwi. Sino ang may magandang Christmas ngayong taon. Pero syempre, pag-usapan muna natin, ang makukuha ng 16 to 8 players, they're gonna go home with that whopping $400. And the 13 and 15 plays, they're gonna go home with that $500 inside their pockets. And syempre, if ikaw naman ay nasa 10 to 12 plays, you're gonna go home with $600 na pwede mong panglibre sa bebe mo.
Tsaka sa aming casters, isama mo na dyan yung 7 to 9 plays na may $800 dollars or USD na dollars pa, pero USD mga kaibigan. 6 plays naman with 1,000 USD. 5th place with 1,200 USD, 4th with the 1,400 USD, and then 3rd place natin 1,600 USD, 2nd naman ay $1,800 dollars. But on the other hand, para sa ating first place, makakapag-uwi sila kahit nasa bahay na sila ng $2,000 US, Bill.
Sobrang dami niyan. Parang 80,000 PHP pesos yan,
90K.
partner.
99 ata.
Oh, basta ganun, basta malaki. Pero yun, kaibigan, if ever naman napunta ka dito sa final 12, the top 12 doon sa ating league stages, mapupunta tayo dito, of course, sa final stage. 12 plays, you're gonna go home, and 11 to 12 plays, you're gonna go home with $400 again. 9 to 10 plays, $600, and 7 to 8 plays, mag-uwi ka ng $800 USD.
Pagdating naman sa 6, hindi sila magpapahuli, taking home $1,000 USD. For the 5th place naman, we have $1,500 USD. 4th place with $2,000 USD. Ito yung ating first place during league stage, no? Makakakuha sila pag naka 4th place sila. Ito, same amount. Pero pagdating naman sa ating 3rd place, paakyat ng paakyat yan with $4,000 USD on their pockets. 2nd with $7,000 USD. And of course, para sa ating grand final or para sa ating first place on this final stage, we have $15,000 US. Ito lang naman yung prize pool distribution natin from league stage papunta dito sa final stage. Nakikita din natin dito, Vil, na sa league stage pala, may prize pool na. Pagdating mo sa final stage, may prize pool pa ulit.
Matik, may arep ka na agad, mga kaibigan, para syempre pambili ng ng skins, di ba?
Oo, yung mga skins na may puso. Ano yun?
Pag ako nanalo ng 15,000 USD, promise.
Lilibre mo ako?
Hindi, pambibili ko lahat ng skins.
Hindi. Pambibili mo lang lahat ng skins, no?
Ibabalik ko,
pati pamilya.
Ibabalik ko ulit sa Free Fire yung pinala.
Ibabalik ulit natin sa Free Fire yung lahat ng yung $15,000 US na meron tayo. Pero aside from that, paano nga ba makakakuha yung mga teams nung prize pool na yan? Syempre, pagdating sa points, dahil yung point system natin na nakikita nyo sa inyong mga screen, yung 1 kill is equivalent to 1 point agad-agad. Pero kung 11 to 12 place ka sa ating placement, wala kang makukuhang points at all. 10th place natin, makakakuha ka ng isa, para sa 9th, 2, 8th place with 3 placement points, and 7th place naman with 4 placement points.
At syempre, pag ikaw ay nasa 6th place, mga kaibigan, mag-uwi ka ng 5 points all the way. Pag nakuha mo magandang booyah! You're gonna go home with 12 points, mga kaibigan, if ever nakuha mo yung first place. At tulad nga sinasabi namin, if ever na marami kang points, is actually really great if you're gonna back it up with that big booyah, para at least just to boost up your points towards ating liga, mga kaibigan. Pero on to our maps ngayon, mga kaibigan, pwede natin makita ngayon is actually Purgatory and Bermuda, because back then napanood natin ng Bermuda at saka syempre ang Kalahari. But now sa araw na to, it's gonna be Purgatory and Bermuda for match 1, and match 2 natin is gonna be Group A versus B. Match 3 and 4 is gonna be Group B versus C. Group A and Group C naman para sa ating 5th and 6th match. So lahat talaga sila magkakaalaman, maglalaban. Sino ang mas malakas, sino ang mas matika, sino ang mas sikat. Mag-face off sila dito sa Purgatory at sa Bermuda, partner.
100%. Papapapizz up ka na lang talaga. Looking looking at the groups as well, from the previous, base lang to sa mga previous weeks na nakita natin din or previous matches na napanood natin. Specific groups, kagaya ng Group A, nagbabago yung playstyle nila kapag kalaban nila yung Group C. Kumbaga, pag magkakaroon tayo ng labanan from Group A versus B, parang may specific teams din na malalakas against this team. But on the other hand, pagdating sa Group A versus C, mukhang nagkakatalo at nahihirapan sila makalaban. So, itong klase ng mga league stage natin o itong klase ng group stage na meron tayo para sa mga teams natin, nagbabago yung mga playstyle nila depending din dun sa mga teams na kasama nila sa isang mapa. And this is also a big difference pagdating dun sa mga map na nilalaro nila like Purgatory and Bermuda. Aside from that, kapag nag-iiba din, kapag kalahari din yung mapa. But we're not gonna see that today because we are looking right now itong dalawang mapa na ito. But aside from that, we have the qualified teams here, Vil.
For the qualified teams, mga kaibigan, Group A, it's gonna be Argon, MY, Do Easy, Zet Squad, Enigmax and Tactical Intex from Malaysia, and syempre, Bloodyhead from the Philippines. Group B, however, we have AKO Legend or Ako Legend, Kinodex Brain, Freedom Rumble, Umbrella Reborn from Malaysia, and from the Philippines, we have Supreme Assault Force and PXG Radicals, which is itong Group B na to. This is what we call a Group of Death, partner.
Tama ka dyan. Group of Death with Ako or AKO Legend. Looking at it, naka-back-to-back. Marami silang back-to-back buyas na nakita. Pero last week, parang medyo nahirapan sila mag-perform. Aside from that, umangat bigla yung FRU with their own buyas and syempre with the consistency of Supreme Assault Force, sila pa rin yung nasa taas as of now. Group C naman natin, we have 4 X-Men Expert, Fast Kill MY, Metrics with a double X, Blacklist International from Malaysia, at nandyan din yung Filipino teams natin like Almighty at saka yung Wills na bumawi din kahit papano doon sa mga last matches or last rounds na nakita natin from them.
Itong overall Sunday sa ating mga kaibigan, this is what happened doon sa ating first week at saka sa second week because ngayon dito tayo sa third week. And sitting there at the 18th place, we have Enigmax, Kinodex Brain, Umbrella Reborn, Do Easy, Argon MY, and Zet Squad. Itong 13th to 18th place na to, if ever hindi pa talaga sila nakaangat and is they're gonna be eliminated dito sa ating Free Fire MCP Majors kasi top 12 lang ang kukunin natin. So Bloodyhead with 110 points is actually doing great right now. Followed by Metrics and Tactical Intex. Ito yung bottom 9 natin mga kaibigan. If ever lang na talagang mabawi ng Bloodyhead. So, kasi ang Bloodyhead kasi naglalaro lang sa 13-11 eh. 11, 12, 13. Andyan lang lagi ang Bloodyhead. They really need to get that booyah or probably get a lot of kill points para makabawi sila. Kasi kung napapansin mo medyo sobrang taas ang place points sila pero hindi talaga sila hindi nababackup ng kill points yon kaya nag-stick sila sa ganyang points pero mahaba-haba pa namang games to so malay mo makabawi sila dito sa week na to.
And with that in mind, I wouldn't say actually para sa akin na they're doing great because this is bingit ng kamatayan to para sa kanilang sa league stage na to eh. Dahil sa 12th place na yan with 110 points, hindi nalalayo yung Z Squad. And also hindi rin naman nalalayo yung Argon MY na obviously nahihirapan din makahabol sa points. Despite Bloodyhead getting those placement points and their safe place, dun nga nagkukulang sa kill points, no? So even with that, kapag inisip din natin yung mga previous matches na napanood natin from them, kahit kapag may times na naging aggressive sila, natatalo sila doon sa mga aim duels, natatalo sila doon sa mga engagements. Pero kapag masyado naman silang safe, yung placement points lang yung nakukuha nila. So they need to find the complete balance towards that. But these are the teams that we need to watch for today and for the rest of the weeks. Dahil Supreme Assault Forces, one of the consistent or most consistent team actually dito ngayon sa MCP Majors with Let's Go for Bid, Stocks G, Damon, and McRory with a crazy, of course, very crazy on the grenade launcher.
Yeah. And syempre dito naman sa ating nag-back-to-back which is AKO Legends, we have Phonics, that guy, Rosox, Taken and Decos. Well, actually, AKO Legends, mga kaibigan, they try to be consistent. Sila ang second ngayon. At kung napapansin natin, is medyo hindi talaga natin nakita ngayon ang PXG Radicals eh. Kasi last week kasi we've seen them dito sa Teams to Watch, pero yun nga lang medyo nagkaroon sila ng slight slump on sa ating week number 2. Pero hopefully makabawi sila dito sa ating week number 3. Pero yun nga, like what you've said, it's just Supreme Assault Force being consistent on everything that they're doing. Pero parang mahirap din talaga na mahabol sila dun sa top 1 and they're just really securing that top 1 place. Pero lastly, mga kaibigan, we have Blacklist International. We have Ajim, Clanks, Manflank, Phoenix, and Cobra on that third team, mga kaibigan, for the teams to watch. We have these teams na talagang aabangan natin. We have two teams from Group B and one team from Group C. So let's see on what's gonna happen if ever nagharap-harap na tong dalawang team na to, partner.
Tama ka dyan. And also, looking at a blacklist, we expected na isa sila sa mga teams na makakapasok. Even siguro, probably we can say during week number 1, ang lakas masyado ng team na to na parang unstoppable force yung datingan ng Blacklist International. But onti-onti, nababasa na rin ng ibang mga teams natin dito sa MCP Majors kung paano ba maglaro, kung gaano ba ka-aggressive at ka-hyper-aggressive ang isang Blacklist International na kaya nilang mapunish in some sort of way. And that is exactly what other teams are doing right now. Specifically, I want to focus on, of course, Argon MY and how they perform. Nahihirapan talaga sila when it comes to different groups or yung mga groups na meron o kinakalaban nila. But at the same time, it seems like konti-konti nababawi nila yon kahit papano. Pero bago ang lahat, syempre, Vil, hindi lang yung mga players yung pwedeng manalo dito.
Hindi lang yung mga players na pwede manalo, tama dyan, because ikaw, you're gonna have a chance to win amazing prizes as well. Pwede kang mag-uwi ng Lightning MP40 box. So isang matinding SMG para sa inyo kasi alam naman natin na sobrang rat-rata na nangyayari dito, mga kaibigan. So for sure, you're gonna kill that player with style.
With style, definitely. Dalawa nga yung Lightning MP40 box na ipamimigay natin. Kaya naman, abangan nyo lang yung codes along the stream. And syempre, lahat kayo pwede mag-claim. Walang limited number of use yung codes natin para sa stream natin. So, abangan nyo lang yan. Lalabas din yan maya-maya lang. And of course, you have to watch the stream para malaman nyo yung code na yan. But right now, we are gonna be heading in sa unang match natin. Sa unang mapa na meron tayo dito, Vil, which is Purgatory.
Yeah, it's gonna be Purgatory, mga kaibigan. So, syempre, andito natin nagwagwapuhan na casters. We have Gentleman Gaming at saka syempre, si Mr. Kuku TV. Sa kayo na ng bahala. Let's go.
Let's go! Ayan, maraming salamat sa ating mga hosts, na that is Bill and Tyler that we just listened to at paring Kuku TV, no? Excited na ako na makita kung anong makikita or kung anong ipapakita sa atin ng mga tropa natin dito who will be fighting for today. So, kumusta ka naman, Kuku TV?
I'm doing good. Sobrang ganda ng gising natin, Neptune. Marami tayong kwento kanina bago mag-start yung ating event. And at the same time, I'm very excited na makita itong mga teams natin from Malaysia and the Philippines fighting for supremacy dito sa ating MCP Major Season 2. I'm excited to see how SAF will play against all of these and will they still be dominating. Pero I'm not sure if it's gonna be consistent all throughout the whole league or ng ating MCP Majors. Ikaw naman, Neptune, ano bang nafe-feel mo ngayong araw na to?
Well, gusto ko lang makakita ng sorpresa galing sa mga teams. Yes, SAF, they're talagang hindi nila binibitawan yung number 1. Talagang they have been consistent ever since day 1. No? Nandun sila on the leaderboard and yung mga nasa baba nila nagpapalit-palit na lang at I don't think it will be easy for anyone else to take them on. Pero nakikita naman natin on the movement of the teams mula sa baba or middle of the ranks na konti-konting umaangat katulad ng AKO Legends coming from day 1 to day 2. Talagang bumawi sila at nakaabot sila from number 2 and katulad ng banggit kanina, Blacklist International, another team that we need to look out for. But syempre, we do not account PXG Radicals na may tendency rin na bumawi kung maabawi nila at mababasa nila yung malaro ng ibang mga teams.
Definitely Neptune. Kasi kung titingnan natin from day 1 and 2, yung sabi mo nga yung AKO Legend or Ako Legend, coming from 6th, 7th place ngayon. Top number 2 na sila going in 3rd day and 4th day. Now going in day number 5, ang kailangan nilang gawin is yung consistency. Kailangan i-make sure nila na nandun pa rin. And right now guys, ito na nga yung next map natin, which is gonna be purgatory between Groups A and Group B.
Ito na nga po, no, purgatorio na nga ang lalapagan ng mga tropa natin dito. Wala sa langit, wala sa impyerno. Pero ito na mo, may init pa rin ang labanan dito. No, magiging labanan. Hopefully, natuto na sila on their mistakes if they made the mistakes, and as well as continue on, no, yung mga magagaling. Pero nakikita natin yung flight path na nandito sa baba. And it's a little bit concerning para doon sa mga teams natin na mahilig pumunta doon sa crossroads or moat house dahil napakalayo yung usual drop nila.
And ito na nga mga kaibigan, mukhang magkakaroon ng dalawang teams dropping doon sa pinaka south side ng ating mapa. Fire Brigade, merong isang team doon. This is actually PXG Radicals, Neptune.
Mga PXG Radicals right now, dito na nga ba ang kanilang pagbawi? Argon has been taken down. Rainiel na sabi nga na wonder child ng PXG Radicals ay unti-unti nang sumusugod dito, and they have taken the lead. No? Pero Insanity naman, tamang sayaw-sayaw lang muna, takbo lang muna kasama mga tropa natin dito. Pero this is one thing that PXG Radicals are doing great. No? Noong mga nakarang araw, medyo maaga silang na-early out, pero mukhang napag-practice na mabuti dahil isa na lang natitira or dalawa na lang natitira for Argon MY.
And ito na nga yung PXG Radicals natin, hindi pa napag-loot to, kailangan nilang maghanap ng mga places para mag-loot dito. They have to bail it out for right now kasi nga meron silang kalaban dito early in our game. This is a central area and mukhang hinahabol na nga nito itong Argon MY, and they are now eliminated at top number 12. Napakahirap ng ganon, Neptune.
PXG Radicals nagpapakilala na, nagbabalik, no? Makakaabot kaya sila dito sa top 3 natin kasi medyo nalalaglag sila for the past 4 days, no, ng liga na ito. Nalalaglag sila unti-unti. Pero dito na nga si Monarch of Set Squad has been taken down. Harap-harapan na pabagsak na nga doon at hindi basta-basta magugulat si Forbid sa laban na yon. Set right now, Labits napabagsak naman dito ng Macrory. Kahit kalat-kalat sila, talagang bumibitaw at bumipitik, no, ang mga tropa natin ng SAF. Si Type 64 na lang natitira for Set Squad.
And this is SAF right now, Neptune, na talagang sobrang consistent nila sa team. Early in the game, talagang meron na silang agad kills. And kung narinig nyo yung sinabi kanina nila, Vil, about one of the other teams coming from the Philippines, guys, kailangan nila kumuha ng kills talaga. Ang ganda na ng placement points nila. I'm talking about Bloody Heads if I'm not mistaken, Neptune. So, kailangan nila talagang kumuha ng kills kasi very, very important siya. Kasi kung titingnan mo, Neptune, yung placement points, buya, 12 points lang. Pero pag nakakuha ka ng mga kills, madadagdagan ka ng puntos.
Tama, ayun. Kung ang Bloody Heads, no, kung nakikinig man kayo or manager ninyo or your analyst, no, if you're hearing us right now, ayan, don't just settle sa placement, no. Get those skills as well. Early engagement kills. Alam naman natin, nakita naman natin ang ibang mga tropa natin dito. Actually, all of the team has a tendency to go in an early engagement, pero ang tanong lang kasi doon is sino yung aangat, no, out of the 4v4 na lumalabas dito on the early part of the game. Pero yun na nga, if they won't be able to survive that, I think it's more practice na kailangan lang gawin or probably a better tactic kung saan sila magda-drop, because so far, no, judging from the drop, especially on this map, may mga teams tayo na basang-basa na natin kung saan sila nagda-drop. Like nabanggit ko kanina, no, Moat House is a little bit too far for Blacklist International, pero out of the 4 games na bumaba sila dito, they are in there every time.
Oo, kita-kita nga natin Moat House, Blacklist International for the past 4 games na nasa purgatory sila. Talagang doon na sila bumababa, and may mga teams din, Neptune, na talagang meron silang sariling drop point pero still they are experimenting while we are on this MCP Major Season 2. And right now the circle is actually right around in the middle lang, Neptune. This is kind of safe for other teams, but for the ones na nasa south side natin, mukhang marami silang lalakbayin dito. Pero meron tayong ditong engagement na knockdown na nga dito yung isa. And right now, the revive is coming with the glue wall for cover. At mukhang inatake rin sila at the same time. Getting hit din ang mga players ng Team XBR. Neptune, ano nangyayari na?
Freedom Rumble, kilala natin, sobrang pagsumugod. Parang pag nakaamoy ng dugo ata ang Freedom Rumble, talagang tuloy-tuloy sila. At yan nga po, despite of having one man down, nakabawi naman dito ang mga tropa natin ng Freedom Rumble. And si Juan na lang nandito, takbo hanggat may lupa.
Takbo hanggat may lupa, magtatago muna siya dito, pero kung titignan nyo yung mapa mga kaibigan, dalawang teams ay nasa gilid niya, kailangan niya umalis dito as soon as possible. Buti na lang meron siyang kaklarin dito at aalis na siya papalayo sa mga players or enemies na kalaban niya dito. This is going to be Neptune. Ito yung pinaka best way para makasurvive is kapag mag-isa ka na lang, you have to focus on sa placement points na lang. Hindi mo kailangan mag-kills, at least, di ba, nakapag-placement points ka, which you can probably get until top number 2 kung sakali.
Pwede, oo. Or kaya yung yung backstab, third party ka lang. Papitik-pitik pa unti-unti para lang madagdagan yung kill points and then habol ka sa placement point. That is a usual tactic na nakikita natin dito, lalo na kung mag-isa o kaya dalawa na lang natitira. Pero meron pa rin mga teams, no? Kahit dalawa pa lang sila, talagang agresibong sumusugod. But speaking of aggressive, Freedom Rumble, aggressive squad, sinugod na nga dito or inaambahan ng mga tropa natin dito ng Enigmax. Ang tanong, no, makakasurvive kaya Enigmax dito? Kasi so far, no, sa mga nakaraang laban, pag ang kaharap mo ay Freedom Rumble, medyo delix ka na sa lagay na yun.
Kaya nga medyo delix ka na sa lagay na yun, pero mukhang ang gagawin dito ng Enigmax ay talagang aalis na sila. Pero si Juan, kita-kita dito ni Taken. Taken, sa akin ka na, sabi ni Taken dito, with half HP left, mukhang hindi pa niya natatamaan doon, parang may cover din siya at the same time.
Delikado. Hindi ko lang alam kay Juan bakit doon siya pumunta, no? Knowing na pinapaputokan, I think you need to get away. Napasabog na pala yung vehicle niya and that is a cover that he has. At ito nga, no, we have ako nga from AKO Legends na hindi mabanggit ng ating host, no? Ako nga. Actually, it was difficult for me to read as well, no? I got feedback na it is pronounced nga, which is a normal word. Pero sa atin, medyo sa ating mga Pinoy, medyo mahirap siyang bigkasin. But anyways, AKO Legends, isa sa mga team na nabanggit natin, consistent sa laban, though they started off on the middle of the pack, pero humahabol sila for day number 3 and day number 4, no? Naging number 2 sila on the leaderboards.
Tama, and with their consistency, kakayanin kaya nila ngayong day number 5 na maging consistent pa rin or maybe take that spot from SAF. And speaking of elimination, nakita natin kanina Neptune, yung Kenot X-Brain ay na-eliminate at 11th place. So kailangan nilang bumawi talaga. Now we're looking at Error right now, napakagandang kotse.
And dalawa ata to, si iPans pati si Error. Pero ito may kasunod, no, riding in tandem. So apat na nga sila dito. And this is seldom na makakita tayo ng vehicle gameplay sa mga teams. Usually, ang mga nakikita natin early on, no, kung di ako nagkakamali, PXG Radicals na talagang bihasang-bihasa sa vehicle gameplay at ginagamit din ito, no, tactically, pangharang sa pinto, also a tactical explosion na ginagamit nila. Just in case nilusob sila dito and they have that vehicle on the door, papasabugin lang nila for extra damage against the enemy. At magandang discard din yun, parang Goku.
Tama. And talking about now, we have on the screen, guys, yung ating SAF. SAF right now is the number 1 team na ngayon ay nasa ating standings, and McCrory. Let's talk about McCrory since kitang-kita natin yan si McCrory sa ating screens. Currently right now with a 4.82 headshot rate, diba?
Grabe.
And right now with the damage count of over 9,000. So ang dami na ring damage ang nabigay netong si McCrory. Now we're looking at team UMB naman. We have si Zay na talagang nag-aabang lang sila dito. It's more on passive gameplay. It is really early, Neptune. So mukhang magkakaroon tayo dito ng antayan muna at antayan kung saan pupunta ang susunod na bilog.
Tama, no? At mukhang, we'll have to find out, no? Do easy kung nakikita natin dito kung kailangan ba nilang tumawid. Nag-aabang lang sila for the prompt on the next circle and they are safe. But kung ang magiging sukatan mo ay yung susunod na circle ay nasa gitna, then kailangan lang tumawid at posible silang maharang doon ng ibang mga tropa, ng ibang mga teams. But going back to SAF right now, no, nabanggit natin kanina yung headshot rate pati damage. Bakit mas malaki yung damage compared sa headshot rate? Because we know Saf McCrory is the grenade king, the grenade launcher king. So mas malaki yung damage siya. So hindi siya masyadong nakaka-headshot dahil iba ang baril na ginagamit. But going back, Bloody Heads na expect natin na will be popping off right now ay mukhang napapalaban na nga sa mga tropa natin dito. And ITX right now is being shot down with 2 members of Bloody Heads. Mac naman nangunguna na nga, or Mark nangunguna na nga dito habang ang ITX naman ay tumatakbo palayo. Sayad is being shot in there. Pero tamang-tama naman, saktong-sakto ang pagkaalapag ng blue wall para makaikot sila and get or regroup on this fight. Maute has been taken down and I think this might be a disadvantage by Bloody Heads.
Oh, it's gonna be a disadvantage para sa Bloody Heads. Ang ganda ng ginawa doon ng ating ITX. They put on glue walls para hindi sila matamaan. CJ is already knocked down here. Morgana na lang at Mark ang natitira dito. Morgana going for that heal. Will try to go for that shot from a far distance. Pero ang problema dito si Mark ay naiwan doon and Mark will be taken down too. Mukhang nahihirapan na ngayon ang ating Bloody Heads. Ano kaya ang gagawin ni Morgana?
Ayan nga po si Morgana, no, tamang iniwan na nga yung mga tropa. I think Morgana doesn't know kung ilan yung natitira doon na up. Mark did a great job of taking down a few enemies pero doesn't want to take the risk. Syempre, nabanggit nga natin dito, we don't want to be taken out early kasi nga medyo delikado yung pwestuhan nila yung on the leaderboards, no? Number 12. So if right now nakakuha sila ng kill, 1 kill coming from Mark, talagang take advantage naman on a placement point para lang makahabol or ma-maintain yung number 12 spot nila kung magagawa nila yon at hindi sila matatanggal or hindi sila madi-delete early on.
Kaya nga, and Bloody Heads having 77 points as placement points compared to their kill points around I think 33 lang yata yun or 30 plus. Kailangan niya nila mag-kills ngayon pero nga lang yung numbers nila, they're down to 1 player which is si Morgana. Right now we're still looking at Team UMB error. Talagang tamang lookout muna sila dito sa Team EMX kasi yung Team EMX natin ay sobrang lapit na sa kanila. Nothing is happening yet guys kasi nga more on rotation yung nangyayari, especially dun sa mga players going from the western side and merong nag-iisa doon. This is Bloody Head si Morgana na nasa labas pa, and right now siguro after neto Neptune magkakaroon na tayo ng laban kasi mas maliit na ang ating bilog, and again objective natin is to be inside that circle.
Definitely, brother, no, to be inside the circle and to be safe or covered, no, kailangan meron kang magandang pwestuhan. So those yung mga nauuna na nga dito inside the circle, at yan na nga, it has moved already. Mukhang makakita tayo ng water gameplay dito, brother, kasi nandito sila sa may ilog, no, at may mga mababasa dito mga miyembro. Pero PXC Radicals na nga po nandito, tiyempong-tiyempo naman pagkaatungtong nila dito on this area, saktong liit ng zone, and they have that advantage of being inside. Pero I don't think they will be backing off. Maganda na yung pinakita nila on this first engagement, taking down 4 enemies, and I think they have that momentum. Hopefully, hindi sila mabackstab kasi so far yun ang nagiging weakness nila at this point.
Oh, yun nga yung naging weakness nila at this point. Pero talking about the circle, actually, ang ganda ng posisyon ng ako Legend dito. They're now able to gatekeep everyone na pwedeng pumasok dito, and UMB is now getting a hard time. Nahihirapan sila dito dahil kay Rozox. And right now, just sniping, using that sniper away from this spot. Talagang kuwang-kuha nila itong area na to. Magandang location nila. Kitang-kita nila lahat ang papasok. Pero to, PXG Radicals, kakapasok lang ng bilog pero meron silang kalaban dito. This is DE. Knockdown na nga doon si Jambal. Ano kaya mangyayari kay Shamo? Kasi siya ang magre-revive sa kanya dito using that glue wall. Glue wall talaga napaka-importante, no, Neptune?
Oo, importante talaga to, lalo na on this engagement na wala ang cover at ang magagawa mo lang talaga maglapag ng glue wall and heal katulad ng ginagawa ni Bayets right now. Pero hindi, Bayets napabagsak na nga dito. Ramiel right now doing a great job despite of being a sniper. Talaga sumusugod lang, malapitan sa mga kalaban ng DUEC. Pero the rest of the teams, no, kailangan on their toes. Sabi ko nga na kanina, kung mata-third party sila or malilikuran sila, no, may tendency na sila ang matanggal. But Ramiel still doing great job taking down Ipan in there at tinulungan Yan na nga, one hit delete. We have Saf right now naman nandito. Also on higher ground going in against ITX. Pero, nadali na nga doon si Let's Go by Cobbs ng Freedom Rumble. At nga, matinding bakbakan but too easy has been eliminated already. Saf naman, iba ang kalaban, Freedom Rumble.
Grabe naman yung nangyari doon. Saft, sa lahat ng kunyari player ka dito, no? Sa lahat ng ayaw mong makalaban dito is yung Saf. Yung Saf yung talagang may momentum dito, and at the same time, they are actually top number 1 sa ating leaderboards. And right now, yung Freedom Rumble natin ay hirap na hirap. We have your ITX naman at the edge of our zone. Kailangan na rin nilang pumasok dito, pero meron nag-gatekeep sa kanila. May bumabaril sa kanila sa ating east side or sa left side natin na merong dalawang teams actually. So, tamang third party lang ang ginagawa dito ng Team ITX Tricks and the other players ng ating ITX now going for that objective kasi nga malapit na rin mag-close ang ating bilog. Just 10 more seconds left, Neptune, and mukhang gagawin nila dito is more on going for the objective and at the same time i-gatekeep nila itong UMB na nandoon sa may left side natin. Meron ding EMX at the same time dito. Si Vito na merong Vector magtanggol mga kaibigan. Right now getting hit as well. 40 HP left. Kailangan nyo mag-heal. Tamang tago lang muna tayo sa glue wall natin.
Ayan, mukhang hinihika na nga si V2 doon, no? Nag-i-inhaler na nga. But on 1v3, delikado. And there you go! We have Enigmax being taken out. Uy, Saf! Napabagsak na rin! I think nag-gatekeep sila doon at AKO. Ang nandito na nga po, mukhang sila ata nagdo-dominate on this area. Maganda yung naging pwesto nila on this fight and they are still 4-man strong pa rin. Ganun din, no? Sa mga tropa natin ng PXG Radicals. 8 kills na nakikita natin dito. At sabi ko nga, tawid, dagat ang magiging laban dito against PXG Radicals and AKO at nasa gitna ng tubig, baring kuko.
Oo nga, nasa gitna yung ating ang circle actually, sa gitna ng tubig. And right now, PXG Radicals already making their way sa kanila sa gitna ng ating bilog. And right now, they're also gatekeeping ITX at the same time. Yung ako, Legend naman, tamang camp lang muna dito. Hindi muna silang papapansin dito. Yung ating PXG Radicals rather, yung sinasabi ko, ako, Legends yung nag-gatekeep dito sa ITX. And right now, Singa, meron siyang grosa dito, ready na for action laban sa PXG Radicals. Pero still si Decos, tinatry pa rin niyang i-gatekeep Tricks. Actually, dalawa na lang titira sa kanila. Down na rin yung isa dito. Quadra kill para kay Barba ng PXG Radicals. And right now, the glue wall is just helping them. No, not anymore. And they're now eliminated. 2 teams left tayo dito, Neptune.
Mukhang mahirap ang magiging bakbakan nito. Tubig na nasa gitna, so walang balulusong, walang mababasa dito. They have the docks in there and each team has their compound. Pero tanong dito, no, AKO Legends, sino kaya ang AKO Legends and PXG Radicals? We know AKO Legends is already making their way, pero PXG Radicals mukhang ito na nga ata ang panahon ng pagbawi. Taken in there, going in for the grenade. Insanity naman, hindi pinitigilan ang pagputok, taking down that glue wall. Pero si Ramiel, napabagsak, and there you go, one man down already from side of PXG Radicals. Insanity has been taken down. Barba talagang nagiging matatag dito on this fight, pero mukhang madadali na nga ata si most dope on the other side with a glue wall para makapag-heal. It's taken na lang ata, or it's 2-man down. It's taken and nga it's a 2v2 battle going into the water. Bagsak ang isa and si nga na lang natitira. It's a 1v2 battle and PXG Radicals mukhang may pag-asa makalamang.
Well, titignan natin dito kung mananalo ay Malaysia or Pilipino right now. Barba laban Pilipinas. We are the winner. And this is PXG Radical with the first booyah ng araw na to, Neptune.
PXG Radicals ang pagbabalik. Most dope, Ramiel, Tanamo, Insanity, and Barba na nandito. Talagang pinapakita nila that they have what it takes to get back, and I think they are aiming to get back on the top 3. And nakita naman natin guys, mula sa umpisa hanggang sa huli, talagang they are going in to dominate. At mukhang tuwang-tuwa nga sila dito. And some of the teams, no, mga normal na lang sa kanila yung nagagawa. Sobrang kalmado sa laban na yon. And talagang makikita natin PXG Radicals has what it takes.
Siguro naging helpful din yung mga halaman sa likod ng isang player dun, no? Siyempre, ang ganda ng hangin, sarap ng simoy ng hangin. At the same time, panalo sila dun sa match na yun. So getting that first booyah will just give them the confidence para dun sa mga susunod na laban natin, Neptune.
Oo, at tingnan natin kung ano ang magiging feedback ng ating mga hosts. Now, let's welcome back Bill and Tyrer into the scene para marinig naman natin what they can say about that match.
Maraming salamat sa ating mga casters. Nakita na natin yung unang buya para sa araw na ito. Napunta nga sa Pilipinas at kami nga pala ang inyong mga host. My name is Taylor. With me is Bill right here. Umpisahan na natin agad-agad. Gusto ko lang tanungin, Kuku, Argon, MY, kailangan nilang makahabol dito but they were the first team to tag out of the match. What happened to them? Paano nangyari na agad-agad silang na-pick off dito?
Well, I mean, nangyari sa kanila is may nag-drop din sa same spot kung sila nag-drop. And para sa akin, when it comes to Battle Royale na kagaya ng Free Fire, mahirap talaga pagka may nag-drop din sa same spot. So, kailangan talaga paunahan sa loot, paunahan sa mga barrel. And pag naunahan ka nung isang team na nag-drop sa same drop mo, talagang mawawala at mawawala ka. And yun siguro yung nangyari sa kanila. Kasi yung nangyari is takbuhan agad sila after mawala yung tatlo. And nung last guy, talagang in-snipe na lang nung other team at kaya sila nawala.
Actually, itong map na to, I mean, looking at that one, which is Purgatory, medyo mabagal yung takbo nila. To be honest, if ever gonna compare yung mga ibang maps natin, yung mga ibang mapa natin, sobrang, parang G yung mga players natin. Pero ngayon kasi, tulad nga na sabi ni Coco, they stayed passive. Is this their new strat now? Let's start with Neptune.
Well, probably it's because it's the first day or first match of the day. Kaya medyo nakikiramdam muna sila. And with a week long of rest and practice, maraming mga teams na nagbabago na ng tactics at or probably nagbago or nagbalik sa dati.
Yeah.
Kasi we've seen a lot of surprises from different weeks kung sinong nasa baba. Pag minsan umaangat bilis-bilis at yung iba naman biglang nalalaglag.
Bliss. Parang kanta lang yun. pero ikaw, I mean, Kuku, this is the first time na makakasama ka namin dito. Well, kasama kita sa English broadcast nung FFPO. Pero ngayon dito sa MCP, what can you say about these teams na kinas nyo kanina? They stayed passive, tulad nga na sinabi mo.
Well, I mean, nakita ko kasi yung bilog yung bilog kasi yung come into factor din at the same time. Talagang kung nasan sila nakapwesto, dun din pumunta yung bilog. So, siguro mga 4 or 3 lang teams ang kailangan mag-rotate from like south. 3 yung nag-rotate doon from south to north. And then merong isang team coming from the north east side. So, doon lang talaga nagkatalo. And yung teams like yung SAF, yung AKO Legend, hindi nila kailangan gumalaw Like talagang naswertehan sila sa bilog doon. And siguro naging passive siya kasi nga talagang kailangan nila mag-camp. Wala na sila kailangan galaw na kailangan gawin.
Speaking of pagbabago ng mga performances or pagbabago ng playstyles ng mga teams natin, Neptune, may specific ba na mga teams dito actually going into day number 5 all the way back mula doon sa ating 2 weeks na nangyari na from the weekends that we had na malaki yung naging changes talaga pagdating. Kasi syempre yung lagi nating napapansin ditong mga teams is yung mga nasa taas at yung mga nasa baba. Pero paano yung mga nasa gitnang mga teams natin? Meron ba talagang nagsashine or is it the same as usual na nakikita natin from the previous days?
Well, if we count yung week 1, no? Nabanggit natin AKO Legends, medyo nasa gitna sila of the pack. And then they went in, slowly move in around every match para makaabot sila on number 2. And they were consistent in the past 2 days. PX, or we also have Fastkill MY naman, no? Medyo tragic naman yung pagbabago sa kanila because they are doing great on day 1 and day number 2. Wherein na-push naman sila pababa up to day 3 and 4 and I think they're not doing that well as they're not doing that good as well on this fight. Pero ang Fastkill naman, wala naman sila dito ngayon on A and B, but those are the teams, no, na nakikita natin na may mga changes. The rest, they are maintaining their either 3 spots from above as well as the bottom.
Yeah, that's true. Pero tulad nga na sinabi mo, may changes and they're not performing really well. I'm gonna ask you guys, what should they do in order for them para at least makabawi dito sa ating match? Pero before that, mga kaibigan, pag-usapan muna natin ng round standings dito. It's just PXG Radicals is back at it again with this booyah At kasi medyo malaki yung naging problema nila noong week number 2. Medyo nagkaroon sila ng huge slump pero but still napasok pa naman sila dito sa top 9. And the AKO Legend with 17 points, People's Hold Force with 13, Tactical Intakes with 13 as well. At saka buti bumabawi na rin ang mga Umbrella Reborn and syempre Freedom Rumble dito sa may 6th place. I mean, going back dun sa question ko kanina, I mean, tulad nga na sinabi ni Neptune dito, may mga changes, some teams are really not performing, pero what should they do in order for them para lang at least makabawi dito? Lalong-lalo na yung mga teams na nasa 13 below. Let's start with Kuko.
Well, para sa akin, no, 13th place below, we have like teams coming from Group A. Madalas sa Group A, hindi sila nagpa-perform really well compared dun sa Group B. So,
Yeah.
para sa akin, no, they have to change. First, it starts with the drop point nila. Change nila yung drop point nila, change nila kung paano sila mag-rotate para eventually yung rotation nila, kung sino man yung makatapat nila doon, magbabago. Kasi kung hindi nag-work yung rotation nyo ngayon or kung hindi nag-work yung drop point nyo ngayon, talagang kailangan nyo i-change muna yun from the very beginning until the end. Siguro that way magkakaroon ng mas ibang result, and at the same time baka umangat pa sila sa leaderboards natin.
Yeah, actually, napag-usapan natin yan, Coach Coco rather. Napag-usapan natin yung mga drop points na yan na try, if ever na nagkakaproblema yung team nyo, try na palitin nyo yung drop points nyo para lang at least magkaroon kayo ng konting, bagong strategy and might as well take it from there. Okay, how about you, Neptune?
Yeah, bukod sa drop points, no, yung add-in rotation na nabanggit nga is drop points din ng kalaban. Kasi if you'll be able to read their mind kung paano sila gumagalaw, like for instance, you monitor a different team and then check out, pag nabawasan sila ng isang membro, how do they rotate? Will they go against your plan? And will you be able to dominate that team kung sakaling nakaharap ninyo yan? For those at the bottom, it's more of practice of accuracy because so far, no, nagkakaharap sila on a 4v4 and eventually sila yung unang natatanggal.
Speaking of bottom as well, we are looking at Bloody Heads na kanina pinag-uusapan natin na nasa bingit o kumakapit kumbaga, no, doon sa 12 spot natin dahil sobrang delikado yung posisyon nila with the specifically 90 plus points lang and parang 2 points or 4 points difference lang siya doon sa iba or mga nasa baba. But this time around, they only got 3 placement points, Kuku. Nakuha lang nila dito yung kill points nila, dalawa lang din. What happened to Bloody Heads into this game or this match number 1 that we saw?
Well, kung nakita nyo yung match number 1 natin, Bloody Heads, na engage sila sa isang team, which is yung ITX, and medyo nagkamali sila dun sa pag-push na yun. It was a very plain field compared dun sa ginawa ng other side. And naubos yung tatlo sa kanila agad-agad, and si Morgana, wala na siyang no choice eh. Kumbaga, umalis na lang siya and kailangan na lang niyang
yun na lang
lumayas.
talaga yung kailangan natin gawin. Pero tingnan natin itong next match natin. Group A versus Group B. Bermuda is the map. Casters, take it away.
And ito na nga guys, Bermuda, yung ating susunod na mapa, and Neptune. It's going to be a different type of gameplay since this is going to be a different type of map. The flight path comes from Mars Electric right until sa shipyard and bullseye natin. And talking about drop points, Neptune, sabi nga natin, no, Blacklist International, alam naman natin kung saan sila magdadrop sa Bermuda, pero mamaya pa sila A and B tayo, di ba? SAF.
Correct.
Yung SAF natin, they are dropping at wait lang, di ko makita.
Ito, yung mga tropa natin dito.
Ito. Sa shipyard, yun.
Shipyard sila. Pero ito nabansin ko, no, Mars Electric, so far kukunti lang ilumalapag dito at mukhang marami ang pinili. Ang pinili na Mars Electric ang lapagan, and 3 teams na nandito. No, we have Bloody Heads, Enigmax, and Argon MY. So isa, which is Bloody Heads na nabanggit nga natin, no, nasa bingit ng pag-aalaglag. We have Argon MY na nakita naman natin from last week, no, that they were performing. Pero ito na nga, it's ITX or Enigmax that was earlier na medyo nag-struggle na rin to move on.
And yun nga yung sinabi natin, dami bumaba doon sa area na yun. Parang may pag-giveaway yata doon ng skin dito sa Free Fire. Pero ito, tingnan natin ulit yung nangyayari. We have ARGMY, X2R, ginagamit niya ngayon ang kanyang SMG, and right now just waiting for somebody to get taken down. Meron nga sila ditong nauna and right now able to get that kill, and that is one way for you to actually get some kills. Neptune is for you to actually go for that third party and at the same time going for that hot drops, and right now this is the hottest drop right now in this map. Mars Electric is the place to be.
Okay, ito Argon MY. Argon MY has already one man taken down. Si Pedro napabagsak na nga. We have 3 members in here and we look at the rotation of Argon MY. Medyo delikado 2v2 no. Down ng isa. There is a chance to be picked up but it's a little bit too far from the rest of the team. Pero ito na nga po, we have Mai right now na hinahabol ng putok and trying to get away. Now it's only 2 members remaining para sa Argon MY. Ito na ang hudyat para umalis, but the rest of the teams may iwan bloody heads. 4-man strong, they were able to take down 3 enemies at mukhang isa na lang ata natitira dito sa side ng Enigmax. This might be the chance for Bloody Heads to get back on track.
Ito na nga yung chance nila para bumawi dito at magkaroon ng kill point sa ating laro. And Morgana and the others has already 3 kills already. Meron pang isang player dito na pag-aalaga-ala dito sa Mars Electric. I'm not sure who he is, but hopefully na makataka siya dito kasi mag-isa na lang siya. They're trying to play it safe for now, Neptune, itong Team Bloody Heads, because marami nga silang alam na nag-drop dito. So they have to make sure first na lahat ng area ay clear kasi baka mamaya may babaril na lang sa kanila. Pero switching over here sa ating number 1 team of this league right now, we have Saf, and let's go, Saf.
Saf na nga nandito, no? Mukhang magpipil out. Nakapag-loot na ata mga tropa natin dito and they're just making their way into other loot zones. At sabi ko nga kanina, nabanggit natin na ang usual na tactics dito is a 2-2 split, no, sa mga teams, and this is what is happening. Pag na-down kasi yung isa, or just in case napalaban, no, na-down yung isa, they have 1 man as backup. Pero hopefully, no, hindi masyadong malayo yung distansya nung dalawang naiwan para makabawi sila dito kasi it will be difficult. It will be a 2v4 situation kung meron mang nag-aabang sa kanila. And looking at Let's Go, mukhang may namataan sila on the other side using a vehicle, and I think this is Freedom Rumble who's going in against Argon MY na hindi pa na-recover sa laban kanina. It's now a 2v4 battle between them.
Oh, yung Argon MY natin, di pa sila ready. Wait lang, maglulot muna kami dito sa factory. Pero itong FRU natin, mukhang nagre-ready na, nagpaplano na kung paano nila atakihin itong base ng Argon MY factory. Nasa taas sila ngayon. They're trying to wait for these players to come up. They have yung sabi nga natin, yung height advantage dito, yung verticality advantage. So ang plano ng ating FRU natin is to just make sure na makakakit sila dito and at the same time maka-knockdown sila. Again, they have the numbers, Neptune. Mas marami sila. 4v2 situation to. Definitely, when you talk about statistics, mas malaki yung chance na manalo ng FRU. And talking about Vegeta, mga kaibigan, ito si Vegeta, yung pinakamalakas na Super Saiyan sa kalawakan ngayon kasi talo rin niya si Goku when it comes to to stats, when it comes to that headshot rate. 33.99 headshot rate itong si Vegeta. Grabe naman yun. Paano niya kaya nagagawa yun, no, Neptune?
Well, depende kasi sa role mo, no? Sa katulad ng napag-usapan natin kanina, on other teams may mga mababa yung headshot rate kasi hindi naman sila yung sniper or hindi rin more on AR or SMG sila. So the higher fire rate na ginagamit mo, mas mababa yung tendency na na tumaas yung headshot rate mo. But the damage itself should still be there at doon na nagkakatalo eh. Hindi ka man tumatama sa ulo, basta tinamaan mo sa katawan ng maraming beses, there's a chance na talagang babagsak agad. At napakaganda ng pasok dito ng mga tropa natin ng FRU. Hindi nila nilulusob sa taas kasi they will have that disadvantage. Piling-pili yung pwede mong akitan dito, and the rest of teams talagang inikutan lang just to make sure na walang maaalabas. Parang sinelyohan na ng Freedom Rumble ang Argon MY dito. But the question is, susugurin ba nila or talagang tatakutin lang sabay alis?
Oo, talagang nilockdown na nila yung factory dito, ECQ. Yung nangyayari ngayon dito sa ating factory, and sabi mo nga, ang ganda ng pagpasok nila, no? Gumamit sila ng bike dito para pumasok dun sa loob ng factory. Chinek lang nila kung lalaban, pero mukhang tinamaan nata dun si Drugs ng 5 HP at mukhang binaril yata siya. or I'm not sure kung ano nangyari doon, Neptune, pero nabawasan siya ng 5 HP yung ating ARG MY. Talagang magka-camp na lang doon sa factory ngayon. Now switching over here kila Type 64, Monarch, Lavitz at kay Blade. They are able to actually see one player here coming from XRB na talagang tinitingnan na lang niya yung mga players ng ating Zeth.
It is a difficult position din ang tinayuan dito ng mga tropa natin ng CES squad kasi the moment na makita sila dito dahil nauso na rin ang grenade as well as the grenade launcher, delikado sila basta mapitikan sila ng isa. But I think they know what they're doing and they're just on the lookout on who will be coming in. Katulad ng XBR na nandito, cannot X-Brain, tamang abang-abang lang muna but out in open. Delikado yung sitwasyon nila dito if in case mamataan naman sila from the other side. And like what we're looking at right now, may vehicle na pupunta. I think it's one. Oh, the rest of XBR will be in here going in for that distraction. Habang si Shiro naman mapaputokan ng mga tropa natin sa squad, they have the position and they are going in for the kill. Will they be able to knock down and delete anyone in here from XBR, from set squad? And XBR right now, mukhang ito na nga po, no? Sumugod ang tatlo, naiwan na si Shiro on this snipe from afar. And Aren sa man nandito, tamang panggulo lang muna. Distraction gameplay ginagawa. Guns right now was able to eliminate and take one down with a grenade. At nabanggit nga natin, no, usong-usong granada dito, lalo na sa mga ganyang maliit na sitwasyon.
Ang ganda nung ginawa ng ating XBR doon. Si Shiro yung 4 nila. Si Arens yung panggulo. And right now, yung ating Z Squad, gulong-gulo na nga. At right now, nagpo-push na nga sila dito. Z Squad stuck na dito sa garahe na to. And Arens with that Vector magtanggol, pushing in behind ng kahon na to. And ito na nga si Lavitz, patakbo na sa malayo, glue wall para dito sa kanilang teammate. And mana-knockdown na nga siya dito. And Lavitz will be the last member ng ating Z Squad. Takbo ka na, got may lupa pero wala, eliminated agad-agad ang ating Z Squad. And Neptune, sobrang ganun talaga yung trend for Z Squad. Talagang hirap na hirap silang lumaban dito sa MCP Major.
Oh, I mean, they were able to stick onto the 12 and 13 spot pero sa pangyayaring ito, mukhang masisipa pa sila pababa. And this is a good thing, no? Para sa ibang teams na nag-aabang to get on that 12 spot na makapunta sa playoffs or on the finals. But going into ITX Tactical Intex naman nandito, they are a good team. They are a good team. Pero pangminsan meron lang talagang mga questionable calls na nagaganap. At as we look into the map right now, we have Bloody Heads nandito sa banda ng Pochinok at mukhang kalaban nila dito ay ang mga tropa natin ng Freedom Rumble at sila na naman ang magkakaharap mo. Ang delikado na naman ng mga tropa natin ng Bloody Heads unless mabaliktad nila ang laban. But the rest of the teams na iipon na nga on this area of the peak kung saan naando na nga ang 5 or this is 5 teams na nandito. AKO Legends, PXG Radicals na nga nandito on the middle and the rest are just pushing in.
And kung we if pinag-usapan natin yung ating Freedom Rumble Neptune, no, andyan si Vegeta na napakataas ng headshot rate. Talagang kakatakutan ko yan. Super Saiyan yan, Neptune. So kailangan talaga tumakbo na ng Bloody Heads. Kailangan siguro mas pumagit na sila ng bilog. And right now, ito na si Zapnu ba to? Zapnu ng ITX, mga kaibigan, na ngayon na nasa pre-fire na. And right now, just trying to run away dun sa ating northern side ng peak. Merong team, siguro silang nakita na randerito din, and this is what we call DE or Do Easy. And right now, just camping in that location. Ito yung higher ground natin. Kitang-kita natin na talagang papalapit ang laban dito. We just need to wait on the next phase of the zone, which is in third phase natin. At talagang gera na ang mangyayari, Neptune.
Speaking of gera, mukhang hindi na mapagantay mga tropa natin. SAF, sinugod na nga ang umbrella at walang ulan-ulan sa amin. Hindi namin kailangan ng bayong. Umbrella Reborn is being pushed by SAF right there. And we have Do Easy naman nandito. No? Tamang abang-abang lang muna. They have a good position and a good placement then on a compound. Meron silang mas mataas na second floor dito and a good, malaki yung iikutan just in case they are pushed. Now, Bloody Heads naman nandito going against Freedom Rumble. Nabanggit natin kanina, they might need to back out of that battle. circle pero meron pa rin silang ibang mga makakasalubong just in case they go in deeper into the circle. Going into Do Easy naman na dito, it's not that easy for Do Easy because they will have two teams, SAF and AKO Legends, who might be waiting for them dito sa area ng peak. So, ang tanong, sino kaya ang unang lalaglag lalo na ngayon na nagkakalapit-lapit na sila?
Yeah, ang sagot ko dyan, Neptune, siya. Ayan, hindi siya yung malalaglag. Kasi wala naman masyadong kalaban dito. Ang iisipin na lang ng Do Easy dito is yung area ng peak dun sa may lower left at lower right natin sa mapa ngayon. At sila Bayets, together with siya, Ipan at yung kanyang ka-teammate na yun. Hindi ko na nabasa yung pangalan. Kailangan na lang nilang mag-camp siguro dito, pero ito na nga yung sinasabi natin, Freedom Rumble versus what the hell happened there? Ang ganda ng pagkabato na yon, and mananakdown na nga dito yung ating Freedom Rumble, and Morgana din tinamaan sa ulo nito ni Vegeta. Kamehameha mga kaibigan, and right now Vegeta needs to follow it up. Siguro kailangan lang niya antayin ng kanyang mga teammate.
Andiyan nga, napakaganda ng pagka-grenade launcher na yun, no? Shoot na shoot. Well, unfortunately, isa lang yung napabagsak and then it has been picked up. Nakabawi naman si Vegeta dito, no? Giving time for Freedom Rumble para makapag-pick up ng teammates and makapag-heal the rest, no? Oren right now, mukhang wala pa atang pang-heal dito. Tamang abang-abang lang muna for siguro donasyon ng mga teammates nila dito. And the moment that they get that full HP, I think they're going in for the push. Lalo na alam na nandito, no? Vegeta has a sight on them and might get a headshot against Bloody Head.
And ito si Vegeta, no, talagang pinapataas lang niya yung porsyento niya ng lakas when it comes to headshot. Talagang ginagamit ang kanyang sniper, and kanina nga nakita natin, no, si Morgana ay tinamaan doon, pero to mukhang magro-rotate na sila papalayo. Alam nila na meron mag-gatekeep sila dito, and merong gap doon na walang cover. So kailangan talaga nilang mag-rotate pa hard left dito. And ito si Drags na una na nga dito with trying to scout the area, and the Bloody Heads will just need to focus doon sa area na yun kasi wala naman masyadong enemy or kalaban sa harapan nila. And ito PXG Radicals. Ito mukhang may maglalaban, SAF versus XBR.
SAF and XBR, pero ito na nga po, the grenades and the grenade launchers being utilized by this team of SAF. At yan nga, ang sugod na nga dito, McRory with that grenade launcher, taking down one, habang isa naman dito with that vector, and here comes the push. Let's go! Let's go! XBR, Cannot X Brain will be eliminated that easy by SAF, habang ang iba naman nandito, unti-unti ring papasok into the circle, and siguro, no, kaya medyo natagalan lang yung mga engagement like this. They are waiting saan sila lalapag susunod bago sila bumanat.
Pero pansin ko sa SAF, no, kapag may kalaban silang nakita, committed agad sila na labanan. Like for example, ito, kitang-kita doon, Enigmax will get eliminated, SAF will get that headshot, and right now, FRU, Oren, ito na nga sila, nag-push na nga dito, and Argon MY will get eliminated as well. Yung ating Bloody Heads, parang pinanood na lang nila kung ano yung nangyari doon, pero ito, we have SAF versus Do Easy. Damon mananakdown dito, hindi kinaya ng Vector magtanggol niya. Isa na lang ang natitira dito, si McRory na lang. Neptune, ano na nangyayari sa SAF?
McRory babawi ata doon with the grenade, but unfortunately with the rest of the team being taken down, delikado na nga magiging sitwasyon. Now McRory needs to hide off, regroup. Pero ito na nga, we have Do Easy. Siya na nandito, susuguri na nga nakita, pero hindi pa rin pinush, no? Si McRory mukhang naka-ready na ang blue wall dito just in case, pero naririnig ang footsteps on the other side. Ayan na nga po, it is the pinch, and SAF will be taken down. 8th place sila dito. It's a very difficult position for SAF in here, but going back naman sa ibang teams, we have PXG Radicals. Bagsama nga si Barba dito, but the rest of the teams are still taking it against ITX. Alam nila na may nagaganap on the other side, but they need to focus on those near them, and they need to get into the circle as well. Wala nang magiging cover doon, so kailangan matanggal nila. Kailangan ma-delete nila whoever is going against them on this area para mas maganda ang pwesto nila on to the next.
And dito natin makikita, no, kung ano talaga ang objective ng ating PXG Radicals, kung kailangan ba nilang mag-kill or kailangan nilang pumasok ng bilog, kasi yung bilog natin ay papalit na, going sa 5th phase na ng ating zone. And right now, Morgana, ito na nga yung kanyang grenade launcher, pero wala, hindi niya, itatago niya sa kanyang bag. Ito si Maute trying to just make sure na clear yung area dito. They have one team na nasa baba dito, which is yung FRU. Down na nga yung dalawa dito. I think there's only one player left. ang natitira for Team FRU. Ito si Oren na nagtatago sa sulok at gulat ka, Maute. Hindi nakita si Maute doon, pero Morgana will get taken down and no, Freedom Rumble will get eliminated instead. And all they need to do now will go for that revive. Ako Legend will also get eliminated at 6. Triple kill para kay Jembal sa Do Easy. Muang Do Easy na to, Neptune.
Napaganda ng pwesto ng mga tropa natin Do Easy. They are surrounded by ITX and PXG. Pero napaganda pinakita ng PXG or ng Bloody Heads kanina, no? Kung saan nakabawi na sila sa Freedom Rumble. I think it's a confidence level going up for that team. But going back into Do Easy, si unti-unting pinapasok. Tanamo right now is in here already taking the lead with the Vector. Pero ito nga po, Sayad was able to take down the Nambo. And we have the rest of the team sa mga nandito. Tamang abang-lang muna. But there you go, eliminated na nga sa kamay ng ITX ang PXG Radicals. What is happening to this game?
And right now, si Jembal ay actually knockdown dito. Kailangan niyang gumapang dito sa teammate niya. Sinira yung glue wall dito ni Bayets. And right now, ITX, there's only 4 teams remaining ang natitira dito. Walang katao-tao sa bilog kasi sobrang open ng ating bilog. Neptune, Maute, ngayon nahihirapan ngayon dito. Kinakain sila ng microwave and now they're eliminated by Do Easy. Ipan naman, tinatamaan dito. It's going to be 2 teams remaining with a 4v3 situation. ITX has the number. Zapnu, kailangan niya i-defend yung kanyang teammate pero hindi. Si Xiao ay mamamatay dito. Sino kaya mananalo dito? Neptune.
And we'll have Zapno na nagre-regroup, nagre-reheal lang muna dito habang si Jembal. It's a 1v1, nasa taas nga si Jembal. But here comes Zapno going for the push. Bong, naubusan ng bala. And here we go. We have Zapno being taken down. Shooks right now on the other side, going in against Ipan. At yan nga, no, Ipan naman, tamang tago lang muna habang si Shooks naman nandito. Talagang hindi tinatantran, hindi binibitawan ang mga tropa natin dito ng Do Easy at ITX going in on the 1v2 battle. But here comes the push by Shooks and Tactical Intex will be taking down Do Easy, making it too easy to get that booyah.
And naganda ng ginawa ng Do Easy team dito. And again, with the MVP para kay Jembal and a booyah for them. Ang ganda ng ginawa doon. Tinry ni Sioux na i-crossover moves dun sa sa cover na yun, parang sa satellite tower na yun. Pero hindi kinaya ng kanyang vector eh. Talagang mas marami sila, 2v1 situation. Mukhang talagang ganun talaga ang mangyayari. At kitang-kita natin yung kanilang celebration at ang ganda ng wallpaper ng isang player nila, Spider-Man, mga kaibigan.
Hindi, maganda yung pinakita ng oo nga, sabi nga, try to cross over. Yung utility din siguro, yung gamit niyang weapon, it's difficult to go against dahil you will be trying to shoot one at maubusan ka ng bala, need to reload pero mababackstab ka na. And that's, I think, what will happen to Shooks and that's why they were taken down earlier. But marami na tayo nabanggit, marami na tayo nasabi. Pakinggan naman natin ang ating mga hosts and let's see what do they have to say. Bill and Tyre, and over to you.
Maraming salamat, Neptune, at tinawag mo ako si Phil at saka si Tyre or mga kaibigan. Pero actually, going back here in this game na to, it's just that game. Finally, from the depths of the seas, Do Easy, mga kaibigan, unti-unti na silang umaakyat paahon sa breeze. Pero actually, dito sa ating match,
Parang iba yun
lagi nyung sinasabi is Vector magtanggol. Okay, pag-usapan natin ng Vector magtanggol na. Vector is actually an SMG. SMGs are really great in close quarter combats. I mean, most of these players are actually using that, lalong-lalo na pagpasarado ng circle, pag pumalo yung oras ng 14-minute mark, ayan, matik na, sobrang liit na circle niyan, puro mga vectors na hawak niyan, puro SMGs na hawak niyan, because of the power na pwede nang ibigay, high fire rate, high damage, sobrang accurate sa close quarter combats, katulad ng sinabi ko kanina. Pero how will you shut down a player if meron siyang gamit na vector magtanggol? Mag-umpisa naman tayo dito kay Kuko TV.
Well, when it comes to vector magtanggol or yung vector gun natin na SMG, sabi mo nga, pagka nag 14-minute mark na, talagang sobrang dami ng players, sobrang dami ng enemies na pwede mong makasama. And with the vector, when it comes to close range encounters, talagang sobrang lakas niya. Talagang yung fire rate ba, when it comes to the fire rate, lalo na pagkaharap-harapan, talagang papasok talaga agad yung damage eh. And talagang mananakdown talaga yung kalaban mo. So, paunahan na lang yan eh. Paunahan sa Free Fire. Kung kunyari harap-harapan kayo, paunahan sa Free Fire. Tapos kung maunahan mo siya, most definitely mananalo ka dun.
Okay, pero tama ba talaga na paunahan lang talaga ba ang laban dito, Neptune?
Well, sa mga nakikita natin, no, it has turned to a grenade gameplay na rin dun sa iba. Now, if you know na syempre makikita mo na rin if you're near to them, makikita mo na they have a vector, makikita sa kill feed as well as who's the enemy, and if you heard that gunshot, isang grenade lang muna yan, magpupulasan yan eh, and then you'll have a chance to get back, lalo na kung palit na yung circle.
Talagang it was a split between these two teams. Si Phil kasi nakasa. Too easy. Is a team like either gloves off sila na all in, talagang stepping on the gas pedal, pero kuku, either itong team na to all in or they are completely stopped. But this time around, they were able to get the booyah. Ano yung naging advantage nila doon?
One of the advantage na nakuha nila dito is yung SAF. Nawala na maaga. Neptune, nawala na maaga yung SAF dito. And talagang kinakatakutan na team na yan. Ako Legend din, nawala. So, kumbaga, nandun yung opening. Kumbaga, they had to just penetrate through the situation. And at the same time, yung bilog talagang pumabor sa kanila. And they had the numbers as well compared to the others nung ending. And yun nga, nanalo sila at the same time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, alam naman natin na talagang top 1, top 5 players are just actually really having fun right now na nakuha nila yung top place, mga kaibigan, and knowing na if ever nakuha pa nila yung mga prize pool na to, itong $2,000 na to, they're gonna be celebrating in a big haven for sure. Pero actually, dito naman sa ating match na to, I mean, that is actually the last match apparently. I mean, of our game, pero meron pa naman tayong purgatory, which is the last match itong Group A versus Group B. Okay, dito sa matchup na to, medyo solid kasi ito. Pero actually, mas pinaka-solid talaga if ever naglaban ng Group A versus Group C. Pero dito naman sa match na to, mga kaibigan, are you gonna see any new tactics or are just gonna do the same thing all over again? Stay passive at the first 14 minutes, then pagdating ng 14 minutes, boom! Barilo na agad, Neptune.
I think they're trying to emulate yung ginagawa ng top team natin. Like Saf, who is doing or very passive, no? But sabi nga, nabanggit kanina, no, the moment na may makita sila, they just go all in and then go back to their position. So a lot of teams are trying to emulate that and it is working for some teams. So yun yung mga change na nakikita natin and bumabalik since alam na nila kung paano umatak ang top teams like SAF. They know how to defend against them, and that's one thing that the teams need to do is to study not only your teams but also the enemy team para alam mo kung paano sila babalikan.
Mukhang ito na yung ascension ng mga teams na meron tayo dito sa ating sa Free Fire MCP Majors. The thing is, Z Squad was the first team to be actually eliminated. Good news to para sa Bloody Heads dahil ito yung team na nasa 13th spot. Ito yung team na naghahabol ng points nila. They got good placement with Bloody Heads right here. They got good placements then as well. And then aside from that, Kuku, yung kanilang laban or engagement against Freedom Rumble. During that time, si Neptune na-mention niya actually, no, na mukhang confident yung Bloody Head doon. Is this the new Bloody Head ba, Kuku, na makikita natin sa future games or future matches na mapapanood natin para sa araw na to?
Well, siguro, yun nga yung bagong Bloody Heads na makikita natin. Kasi at the very start of this broadcast, na-call out natin sila na ang konti ng kills nila. And at the same time, okay naman yung placement. Kung ko-compare mo yung placement nila doon sa other teams, merong team na nakapasok ng I think top 10. And mas marami silang kills, like 20 more kills compared to Bloody Head. So, if ma-emulate nila yung yung ganong klaseng playstyle, talagang aangat at aangat yung kanilang points. And right now, nakita natin dito yung ating round standings for match 2.
Speaking of pag-angat ng points, ito na nga, yung Bloody Head with 17 total points on them, nakaangat sila finally on the second
Yeah.
spot. But aside from that, Do Easy was able to get 22 points in total. But Vil, tignan mo, yung Supreme, yung SAF natin, saka yung PXG Radicals sa sumusubok din pumalik sa
Yeah.
top 3 spot natin. With Supreme Assault Forces, napansin natin, sinabi din natin kanina na sila yung isa sa mga consistent teams na meron tayo dito. Pero parang nahirapan
Yeah,
din
that's
sila no? 9 points.
Oh, tama. Tama, 9 points na sila. Pero, I mean, that is actually a good sign for them para lang at least makabawi dito for Bloody Heads. Syempre, Do Easy. Bloody Heads sitting at the 12th place. Dahil karoon din Do Easy. This is the first time na nagkaroon sila ng buya. So, I'm really happy for them though. So, nakikita talaga natin dito na kahit anong mangyari sa inyo, all you got to do is syempre just to reach the top, mga kaibigan, and just gonna get that buya. Pero apparently, I mean, there's a lot of players out there na medyo hindi pa talaga ganun ka-master kung paano gamitin ang glue wall. To be honest, glue wall is the best thing that ever happened to Free Fire, mga kaibigan. You can actually shield your area sa mga incoming attacks. Pero yun nga lang, the problem is if that glue wall is actually fractured, you are done as well. Pero I'm gonna ask you, Mr. Neptune and Kuko TV, when is the best time to use that buya? I mean, that buya, that glue wall pala. That glue wall pala. Sorry. Neptune.
Well, I would say out in the open area, katulad na nakita natin kanina, if you're going to rush another team, or another instance would be if you want to recover after an engagement. For me, those are the top 2 instances na magagamit mo yung glue wall.
Kumbaga itong glue wall yung nagbabind doon sa mga teams na meron tayo. And si Vil, hindi ko alam kung bakit siya natatawa, pero parang masaya naman siya sa araw na to, no? Masaya siya. But the other side din naman is also using yung utilities, yung grenades na meron tayo. And exactly going towards the grenade is Saf McCrory with the grenade launcher, Kuko TV. Always and always, walang mapa na hindi siya or pag hindi siya nakakuha ng grenade launcher, parang malungkot yung mga SAF. Pero once na nasa kamay na ni McCrory, itong grenade launcher, paano siya nakakapunish ng sobra sa ibang mga teams natin?
Well, siguro pinag-practicean niya to, no? Terror. Pinag-practicean niya yung pagka-grenade launcher niya. But at the same time, naging signature na rin niya when it comes to killing enemies. And yun nga, it gives a moral booster din sa team niya. Kasi once na nag-start na si McCrory, talagang sunod-sunod na yung teammates niya. So, kumbaga, siya yung startup sa lahat ng ginagawa nila.
Pero syempre, mga kaibigan, mamimigay naman tayo ng codes
Ito
para
na
sa inyong lahat.
Ayan na.
And syempre, if ever gusto nyo ng magandang barel, kunin nyo lang yung codes, mga kaibigan, dito lang to. If ever may nag-chat sa comment
Huwag kayo
section
magpaniwala
natin,
sa haka-haka.
huwag kayo magpaniwala sa haka-haka.
Ang daming
Fake news
nagko-comment
yun.
Ang daming nagko-comment ng codes daw. Pero hindi naman
man.
gumagana. Baka sabihin tayo yung scammer, pero dito sa stream natin, walang ganun, no? So, tinitiis lang muna natin sila actually. Kasi yung
tinitiis
dalawang
lang
Lightning MP40 box
Lightning
natin,
box yan, yes.
masisilip natin
Diba?
mamaya yung codes na yan.
SMG yan.
Nako, kita mo naman, ginto yan, men.
Ginto yan, lakas, no? Pero, hilo ko eh. Pero yun nga, mga kaibigan, I mean, we're actually waiting for that code. Pero it's just Group B versus Group C again. This is the last 2 matches of our Group B. Pero mga kaibigan, we're just gonna have a very, very short break. And after that, it's gonna be Group B versus Group C here in Purgatory. You're watching the Green Free Fire MCP Majors Season 2. We will be back in a short while.
Takes let's go down. Spade dropped onto the ground. Jabat goes down as well for X-Men. X-Men not looking great at all.
Teams will be squished in together. Who will take this fight and who will take this booyah?
It's going to be Almighty on our screen. They're putting up the kill. Shira is down, but Batman, he's running into the center. We're planning to smash it. He's tumbling through everyone. Can Almighty do this? He's the last man alive. Almighty turns around, and I think they've done it.
But he does not get the hits onto Batman, and Batman can't even pull those flanks off. Beautiful nade placement coming through from Jembal, but Shira gets taken down, eliminated immediately. gives me so much of confidence in this team of Enigmax. V2, beautiful nade now being tossed up front. And you know, you did talk about V2 a little bit earlier on in this competition. What crazy placement. Manchai might be able to go in for the knock on a couple of players, but if he wants to take advantage, he needs to get the delete as well. Players from the side of Enigmax now coming in for the snuff. V2 with those questions, and Manchai needs to get away, but with the shotgun is able to bring in so much of challenge.
But let's go gets another snipe, and Goku, he has to spend so much time. That's when they fly through. This might just be it. This might just be the back end of it all for X-Men Expert.
Triple kill. Shut down. Quadruple kill. Quadruple kill.
Survivors, saya perlukan sokongan.
Oh! Akala nyo, game na, ano? Kami muna. Pero mga kaibigan, hindi ko ba alam kung ba't kami kinukuha na. Pero yun nga, welcome back here to Garena Free Fire MCP Majors Season 2. We are your hosts for today. My name is Phil. Alongside with me is Eliza Taylor right here. And napanood natin ang Group A versus Group B na naglaban sa Purgatory at syempre sa Bermuda. Pero we're gonna go back naman ulit dito sa ating Group C na medyo nananahimik ata. And one thing for sure, alam natin na pinapanood nila yung mga galawan ng Group B dito para lang at least magkaroon na sila ng konting idea kung paano nila matatalo ito, partner.
Tama. Yung rotations, kung paano, saan yung drop points, napanood na rin nila yan. Even from the previous weeks. And kung nagbago man sila ng playstyle pagdating dito, makikita din natin yan. O napanood na rin ng Group C actually, no? So, upcoming match nga natin, kung may icebox, syempre meron ding Purgatory kung saan mainit din naman at naglalagab-gab, wala na.
On fire
talaga. Feeling ko on fire talaga. Yung mga teams na meron tayo dito para sa ating Group C at Group B na maglalaban for Purgatory, no? The thing is, maya-maya masisilip natin yung actual points na meron tayo for the teams na syempre for Group B nakapaglaro sila kanina. So maybe this time, ito na yung chance na makita natin kung gumalaw ba yung points nila, especially with Bloody Head as well.
Yeah, it's time for us na makita yung mga overall standings para lang at least makita natin kung sino ba talaga ang napunta sa 12th place or probably meron ding bumaba for sure. Pero yun nga, nakikita natin dito mga kaibigan, medyo bumaba ang Almighty. Kasi nasa top 9 sila pero yun nga lang naunahan na sila ng Bloody Heads mga kaibigan. This is actually one of the first times na talaga nakita natin to after 2 weeks na mukhang bumabawi na talaga ang Bloody Heads dito na talagang naunahan pa ang isang team natin which is Almighty. Pero ang Do Easy mga kaibigan, di sa ako naman na sila ng mga kanilang buyas and kung napapansin mo, sobrang parang magkadikit yung placement points tsaka yung kill points nila, 58 and 50, unlike yung mga iba't ibang players natin dito na mas marami talaga ang placement points. Pero dito ako natutuwa, partner. Look at the ratio of placement points at tsaka kill points ng Supreme Assault Force, 139, 136. Sobrang equal lang talaga with the whopping 5. Booyahs!
Sa tingin mo, I mean, if you think about it, yung kill points, 1 kill is equivalent to 1 kill point, di ba? Obviously.
Yeah,
Pero
oo.
halos kapantayan ng placement points na pwede mong makuha once na makaakyat ka lang din doon sa ating standing or doon sa mismong, kung ikaw yung nakakabuya o kaya naman top 2 and top 3, dito natin nakikita talaga kung gaano ka-consistent tong team na to. And maybe Bloody Head this time around or itong mga chance nila na makukuha to play out the maps that we have for today and tomorrow, balay natin, makita na natin sila on the left side.
Yeah.
Yun ang gusto natin makita. Lalo na sa mga Filipino teams na meron din tayo dito na naglalaro for MCP Majors Season 2. But this is Group B yet again and Group C-ville. Ulit na naman yung
Yeah.
mapa natin.
Pero to be honest, if ever na talagang makakatapat ng Group B na pinaka-solid sa actually Group C, mga kaibigan, dito talaga sila nahihirapan and talaga pwede natin sabihin na medyo hindi sila nakakakuha ng solid na points dito. Pero yun nga lang, we're gonna get to see and we're gonna get to compare Group A versus Group B versus Group B versus Group C in a short while. Pero we're actually waiting na at least mag-start na rin yung game, mga kaibigan. Pero yun nga lang, syempre, alam naman natin na meron tayong code giveaway. We're gonna give you that one for sure in just a few. Pero actually,
Ang dami na nag-aabang ng code actually.
Ang dami na nag-aabang and that
Labas
code will
natin
be-
ba?
Oh yeah, that will be shown on screen in just a few moments. I really thought
Ayan na.
Yun na.
Yun na.
Ito na. Mga kaibigan, kung gusto nung kunin tong giveaway item na to, which is ang lightning box ng baril na yan, i-screenshot nyo na. I-screenshot nyo na sa cellphone nyo, picturean nyo na. So, i-screenshot nyo na in 3, 2, 1. Post kami. Ayan. Sana
Ayan,
screenshot nyo na, mga
screenshot.
kaibigan. I-type nyo na, i-copy nyo na, at kung if ever lang na may nagsasabi dito sa comment section na mga kung ano-anong codes, huwag kayong maniwala doon kasi haka-haka lang naman yun.
Totoo.
Dito nyo makikita ang tunay, real na real. Kumbaga sa real talk, real tea, ang mga binibigay namin dito na codes, mga kaibigan, for you to have a chance to get this awesome skin of that specific gun. So it's just you guys for sure are enjoying this. You are supporting your teams na naglalaro dito. Pero syempre, para mas maipakita pa yung mga supporter nyo sa mga players ito, please don't forget na i-type in sa comment section na sinusuportahan nyo sila.
Give
para
energy.
go sa give energy, mga kaibigan. Pero let's get it on for the third map natin for Group B versus Group C, game number 1 here in Purgatory. Ibigay na natin sa nagpopogi nating mga casters, mga kaibigan. We have Gentleman Gaming at saka si Mr. Jericho Piscos. Let's go!
Thank you very much sa pagpasa, Justin Villaseran. And right now, this is Free Fire MCP Major Season 2. Ito na nga yung Group B and Group C Neptune. Dito natin makikita ngayon yung teams like Blacklist International, Fast Kill MY, kagaya ng binanggit mo kanina. You have also Team Wells from the Philippines. This is actually the two groups na talagang malakas. Tama ba ako doon, Neptune?
Ito yung two groups na naghahabulan. No? Kung susumahin natin yung group scores or kills and placement, sila yung naghahabulan talaga eh. So, dito natin malalaman guys, no, kung sino ba talaga sa Group B and Group C ang makakalamang and makakahabol kaya sila dito on those rankings on the leaderboards na banggit naman kanina, nakita natin on the A and B. Maraming umangat at maraming bumaba on the rankings. So, we'll have to find out on this next matchup.
Right, and kung tutusin, no, Neptune, sabi mo nga dito talaga yung dalawang groups na talagang malalakas. Ang average talaga ng mga scores nila or yung standings nila, like for example, we have yung SAF, still consistent with being number 1, but we have other teams coming from group numbers C or group letter C na kagaya nga ng Blacklist International, really averaging that third spot right now from day number 4 going in day number 5. Tingnan natin kung mas gagalingan pa nila, especially now that nakita na nila yung laro ng SAF na talagang nahihirapan sila for the past 2 maps ng Purgatory and Bermuda, and now we're gonna go fly in. Lilipad na tayo dito, Neptune, sa ating Purgatory map.
And here we go. Purgatorio na nga ulit, no? At sabi nga kanina ni Tyler, mainit na mainit. Kasi mainit na mainit na magiging labanan dito. And this is Group BNC. Napag-usapan na natin yung gano'ng kalupit ang mga tropa natin dito from Group BNC. Papakita naman natin or sa atin ng mga ito kung talagang totoo nga ba at kung meron bang aangat mula sa pagkaalugmok. And here we go. The flight path is going in from Mount Bila, going in on the northeast sa pagitan ng Moat House and Ski Lodge. Paring Kuku.
Yes, and kung titingnan natin yung ating mga drop points, kind of like the same as nung previous map na nakita natin dito sa Purgatory. But again, ito na nga yung ating PXG Radicals taking over Central. Wala nang kasabay dito yung PXG Radicals compared to sa kanina, Neptune, wherein meron silang na-eliminate ng early. So talagang buong-buo ang kanilang mga loots dito at definitely na talagang makakaalis sila dito ng naangiti at makakapatay sila ng mga kalaban. Pero meron tayong ditong engagement ngayon. First blood para dito sa Ako Legend. And right now, may kalaban sila dito na FSK. And right now, Fastkill MY is getting hit. And now, dalawa na lang ang natitira sa kanila. Asan na yung kanilang mga teammates?
Fast kill right now, no? Mukhang nagiging fast death na nga nangyayari sa kanila. It's now a 1v4 situation. There's four members going in to rush that last remaining member of Fast Kill MY. Almighty naman nandito, no? Usually yung Almighty hindi sila napapalaban, pero mukhang sinugod na nga sila dito sa Brasilia by another team. This is Freedom Rumble, and there go, nakita na nga si Oren ni Shira. Bagsak si JC on the other side, and Batman has been taken down na rin. Sino kaya mag-aangat sa kanila? Bubuhay pa kaya ang Almighty? Sabi nga, hindi sila sanay sa early engagement, and Freedom Rumble is not backing off.
And kita-kita natin to sa FFPO dati, no? Neptune, itong Team Almighty. Hindi sila sanay sa early engagement. Right now, they only have Shira at saka si Ren ang alive dito. Batman and Jay-Z is already out. And looks like they're gonna bail out here together with Shira away already at Brasilia. At yung kanilang kalaban ngayon talagang naghahanap na lang ng kanilang kalaban. Ren is actually stuck right here, right now. Yung ating Freedom Rumble. And right now is actually trying to get that wipe out. And tingnan natin dito, mukhang hinahanap nila ngayon yung last player ng Fastkill MY. Ako Legend right now, Rozox will try to push in, pero mukhang damage siya dito, down to just 60 HP left. Si Tekos, hindi niya mahanap dito yung kalaban, pero yun, nakita na nga nila, and that is a swipe, Neptune.
What a good and a quick swipe coming from AKO. For those of you who don't know swipe, kung hindi pa ninyo narinig sa amin ni paring Kuku yung swipe, it's a squad wipe. Yan. Mabilis lang, madali lang aming mahilig lang kaming magpaiksi ng mga salita. But there you go. No? Ako, Legend or AKO Legend. Talagang pinapakita na sila ang mananaig. Sila ang nagdo-dominate sa area na yon. And Blacklist International right now, Phoenix, a little bit too far from the rest of the team. Siguro nag-scout na ata itong si Phoenix, and the rest are going into the Moat House kung saan madalas silang bumababa at walang nagko-contest sa kanila.
Wala nga nagko-contest dito sa Blacklist International. Siguro nabasa na rin ng other teams kung paano yung rotation nila based from the previous games na meron sila dito, and Phoenix was actually just trying to scout itong area na to, going at the higher ground, checking kung merong mga players dito or enemies, pero mukhang wala. So, ang gagawin niya dito, Neptune, ay maglo-loot.
Yun lang na magagawa mo. Kung wala kang kalaban, mag-loot ka na lang. Just gear up yourself. And ang hindi natin nakikita ay nasaan yung ibang mga teammates. No? At yan nga po, no? Moving over to Cobra. At yan, they're on the other side. They're on the other side of that hill. Sila naman ang titingin dito sa kabilang side ng higher ground. Maganda yung pinapakita ng diskarte ng Blacklist International. No? They take turns on scouting and giving time for the rest of the teams to get those loots, lahat ng kailangan nila to go in for any engagement as they move in to the circle. Pero malalaman natin mamaya kung meron pa bang maikipaglaban sa kanila at kung sila ba ang mananaig or yung kalaban.
Well, yun nga, Neptune, yung ating Blacklist International, really going to their rotation. Moat House now trying to just loot around more Moat House here, just waiting for enemies. It is still very early, just the first phase of the zone. Meron pa tayong 40 seconds bago mag-second phase. And right now, just trying to like group around, maybe just giving off some mga loots dito. Tamang bigayan lang. Tamang bigayan lang
bigayan.
sa sobrang aga ng ating laro. And right now, we're switching over here sa ating Team MTX. Ito si Shafik.
And Shafik and the rest of the teams, ito yung sinasabi natin na medyo mabagal ang galawan. Siguro dahil konti lang yung mga teams na talagang nakikipag-engage no, or lumapag on the same drop. Pero ito na, the next circle has been shown and we have Wheels right now already moving in. Medyo malayo pinanggalingan nila as well as PXG Radicals on the Fire Brigade. We have Lumber Mill na nandoon ang Umbrella Reborn. So ito, mukhang hindi bibitawan ng PXG Radicals ang opportunity nito to go against Umbrella Reborn. Now, the rest of the teams, nasa loob naman sila ng circle apart from Freedom Rumble na hindi tinuloy ang laban against Almighty and now flanking left. But here we go, we have AKO right now at mukhang mapapaharap ata or lumalayo sa kalaban.
And dahil ito sa XBR team kasi nga, si Nga ay nga na dito, konti na lang HP na dito, just 1/4 HP left, and mukhang ipupush na siya nung isang player ng ating XBR na si 1-1 with a Vector and also a shotgun on hand here, will try to actually go for the push and able to drop him down with that shotgun, and he's down and out. AKO Legend will have to run away, and mukhang aalis na nga sila. Yung dalawang players ng AKO Legend ay bailing out na, mga kaibigan.
Nakakatawa lang mga tropa natin dito, no, those from the bottom half of the leaderboards, no, talagang they're giving it their all. Yung riding in tandem gameplay na yon, madalang natin makita from XBR, and well, madalang nating makita to be successful, and they were able to take down the one member of AKO na talagang isa pa rin sa pinakamalupit. But here you go, the engagement is getting in, at yan na nga, we have Aaron's right now nakikipagharap na nga dito, and mukhang hindi hata makakatakas pa ata, especially with the glue wall being put in there. Pero si Arens mukhang natuluyan na ata dito. One trying to go in for the backup for far side. Shiro, bagsak na nga dito. Mukhang nagkamali ata ang XBR. Si Juan na lang natitira. The only one remains.
And Juan will try to run away from the engagement. Para sa akin, no, Neptune, ipupush ko yan kasi baka naman low HP na si Taken, which is Taken now already just killing off yung remains nung Team XBR. Pero ito yung naging desisyon ng ating XBR. One with 2 kills, will try to back out for a bit here. Siguro mag-lunge in muna siya doon sa ski lodge, and itong UMB going for that third party action here. Looks like they're able to hear those gunshots, and now AKO Legends or AKO Legends is now down with one player left. Taken needs to survive this. Meron siyang mga binabato doon at na-knockdown pa doon si iPants.
That is what you call proficiency, no? Kahit binabaril ka na, you'll be able to let go of that grenade and hit the one. Pero ito nga po, si Zay is just going in for that chase against Taken. Pero ito, tinatamaan na Taken from above. At nga mukhang nagdedelegate na si Taken with only a few HP remaining. Zay right now for the flank, pero nakapag-heal para si Taken dito. But no, the two-man pinch from Umbrella Reborn will work. AKO Legends will be taken down. Pero on the other side, we have Wills right now. Nandito, Embalor has been taken down. Alforte right now going in on a dance against a few members of this opposing team. Pero ito nga po, no, 4x Spade has been taken down. Hilang muna dito si Alforte, pero sinugod na nga on the other side, and Jebat naman ang napabagsak.
And yung ating 4X-Men expert ay nahihirapan ngayon sa ating Team Wells. Alforte still trying to fire his guns. There's still one player left para sa ating 4X-Men expert. At mukhang umalis na si Goku, lumipad na papalayo, mga kaibigan. Hindi kinaya ni Goku ang kanyang mga teammates na i-revive kasi sobrang daming nakatayo ng ating Team Wells. And ito yung part dito sa Purgatory, Neptune, no, na sobrang ganda ng location na to kasi kitang-kita mo lahat ng location sa baba at sa may bandang taas.
Yun yung magandang pwestuhan ng mga teams. You have a good vantage point from, sabi mo nga, from below. Tapos may cover ka rin just in case masugod ka from above, no? And that was capitalized by the teams. And yun nga lang, unfortunately for 4X-Man expert, talagang hindi sila nakalaban doon at kailangan lang tumakbo. Now going into PXG Radicals, so na nga po na bigel gameplay from the side of Tanamo, and kung makikita natin, no, 4 grenades. This is the guy na talagang I would say, no, sila yung isa sa mga nagpauso on the grenade gameplay, especially on the FFBO, pero hindi natin sila nakikita ngayon on this MCP Majors just popping off that quick. Wala yung mga early push or yung mga, alam mo yung questionable push, but they are managing to succeed.
Oo nga, yung sabi mo nung FFPO, itong PXG Radical, sobrang uh, unorthodox. Yun, unorthodox yung play nila. Inalala ko pa kung ano yung sinabi mo ng time na yun. Pero ito, going back sa ating UMB, isa rin to sa mga spot na maganda. And right now, we could see there si Macrory, tamang tago na lang doon kasi nga andun yung team nila. And right now, UMB still trying to go for that height advantage here over SAF, and SAF just waiting for someone to push. Siguro alam na rin siguro ng UMB dito na si Ipans kasi tinitignan-tignan na rin yung mga bahay dito at binabaril-baril na rin niya. Kitang-kita nga natin dito, and tinamaan siya dito ni Forbid. And now with the headshot, and Zay, yung malunggay natin, naglalakad na nga mga kaibigan. Si Air naman, grabe naman, kailangan nilang i-revive ang kanilang teammate.
O, kailangan nilang i-revive. At yan nga po, na bring up na nga yung teammate nila. And it's a good thing, no? Just in time dahil nandiyan na nga yung danger zone. Now, speaking of danger, nandito na rin ang mga tropa natin ng Blacklist International na mukhang mapapasugod or masusugod ata sa likod. But they know. No? They know their position. At yan na nga, here comes Atanamo going for the push. Wow, Umbrella Reborn pala ang kalaban nila dito. Grizzly doing great job going in on the vector. Magtanggol against Barba and deleting that member. And 2 members of PXC Radicals has been deleted, eliminated, and taken down by the Umbrella Reborn. Hindi pa rin sila titigil. Trying to go in against Insanity. Dalawang pala kay Insanity. Will he be able to get away or will he be going down?
And mukhang down dito si Insanity, and there you go, na-knockout na nga dito. Pero Ramiel is still alive, but he's actually getting pushed from above dito ni Zay. Zay will actually be taken down by Ramiel, and now Saf will try to go for that third party. Tamang third party lang. They know. Alam nila kung kailan sila magpupush, and Saf will get the kill, their final kill for PXG Radicals. They are eliminated already, and now UMB, mahihirapan sila dito now that they are on a disadvantage when it comes to numbers. Pero look at this, Blacklist International versus Freedom Rumble Neptune.
Ito na nga po, magtutuloy na ang laban na kanina inaantay. Manflank has been taken down. We have Phoenix. What a good position from Phoenix. No? Nandito sa taas, we'll be able to give them the information na kailangan nila. And there goes the pick up by Cobra against Manflank. And here we go, Cobra! After ng pick up, sabay baril onto Drags. And here comes the rest of Team Clanks na pabagsak na nga rin dito. And we have a new team coming in. Wills na nga mo ang makipagsabayan na nga dito. Freedom Rumble has been eliminated by the hands of Blacklist International, but Wills will not be waiting in for the push.
And ang ganda ng pagkaka-placement ng mga glue walls natin dito. And dito yung sinasabi ni Vil na sobrang importante talaga yung glue walls, and with the good placement of those glue walls, Blacklist International will be able to regroup all up against Team Wells, pero Team Wells with the push and able to eliminate them instead.
Grabe, no? And that is the advantage. That is the opportunity that you need to take, no? Lalo na sa mga tropa natin na who's just waiting to get a lot of kills. You listen for the gunshots, alamin nyo kung nasaan, and check out, no? The moment that the gunshots stop, then you have a chance to go in for the push. Tamang ginawa ng Wills na nandito, and Sap right now, from above, talagang tinuluyan na nga ang mga tropa natin dito. We're now left with 6 teams remaining, and with only a few moments to get into the 4th point.
And right now, itong SAF, mukhang naubos na nga nila dito. Yung UMB at PXG Radical, sila na nga yung team na nandito sa may area na napakaganda. They can see everyone from below right now. Si Juan naman ng XBR, tamang tago lang doon sa may edge ng ating bilog. We have Team Almighty still alive, and si Goku naman na may hawak na pan dito, trying to move himself into the circle. Team Wells naman at the same time doing the same thing. Now the rotation is in because yung ating bilog ay papalit na nga ng papaliit, and tignan natin kung saan pupunta yung bilog natin on the 4th phase. Pero to, tignan natin Embolor with that AR trying to knock one down from afar, pero hindi mangyayari yun kasi nga tamang takbo lang yung kalaban niya. Limit here also doing the same thing for Team Wells, pero mukhang mahanap ata nila dito si Goku di makakatakbo. Ayun na yung mga bomba. Woo! And there you go. What a throw there onto Goku, and Goku will explode.
Sabi nga natin, nabanggit nga natin kung ganong aganda ang gamit ng grenade, and that is one way to use it. Instead of wasting your bullets, just put in one grenade and you'll be able to take down, and in that point, na-eliminate na nga isang team. Now, here comes Wills going in against Saf right now. Nakita na natin dito, no? Iba din ang galawan ng mga tropa natin ng Wills. We just mentioned how well these teams are working to get above it all, at mukhang they have what it takes to go against Saf right now once na magkaharapan. Pero ito, I don't think Saf will give out their position that easily dahil marami on the other side, no? Na lalo na sa baba na posibleng babarilin sila. But there you go, McRory right now in here going in and taking the lead. Bagsak na nga, or hindi pa. Na almost taken down the one limit has been taken down. Ayoki being taken down by McRory as well. And what a great, here comes a grenade from McRory. Will this work? Will this be a swipe right here? We'll have to find out.
Well, titingnan natin, meron siya na knockdown doon, pero kailangan i-finish to ni Let's Go. Let's Go with the glue walls as well, trying to finish off itong si Alforte ng Team Wells. Damon with the Vector magtanggol, able to take out yung ating last guy ng Team Wells, and they're able to secure itong higher ground. Ito na nga yung Team Almighty natin. Dalawa na lang ang natitira sila laban sa apat ng Team Saf, pero Ren will try to run away kasi nga sobrang dami nila. Shira with the Vector magtanggol, tamang abang lang. Tingnan natin kung ano gagawin niya dito, Neptune. Baka mukhang hindi niya ata gagawin na babarilin yung mga Saf dito. Parang mauunahan pa ata siya, and there you go. Mauunahan pa nga siya dito na Let's Go. And Team Almighty is eliminated as well.
Naisahan, no? Napitikan ng metrics doon ng Almighty for that last guy, but Sav was able to take down one more member, and this is now, we're now left with two teams, Metrics and Sav na nga nandito. Sav talagang hindi nagpapatalo, going below on this rock as a cover, saving up on the glue wall, while on the other side we had the flank coming in from Sav. At will they be able to survive? The grenade has been thrown in there, and Rino na lang nandito trying to go in for the pickup. Now, nandun na nga yung mga tropa natin of Sav trying to push them in. Bagsak ang isa, or the glue wall has been put up, at pero nababasag naman dito ng mga tropa natin ng SAF. Now, Metrics is a very difficult position. They're in a lower ground and they are being pushed. When it comes to numbers, mukhang delikado ang sitwasyon nila dito. No one has been taken out just yet from the side of SAF, and Metrics is being pinched side to side, paring kuko.
And McRory actually doing a great job here, pero no, nakita na nga doon nung kanilang 4, and there you go. That is a booyah for Mankay. Si Mankay yung nandoon sa Gedli. Talagang nagtago lang siya, nag-abang siya until the very end. May 3 nag-push doon, Neptune, and Mankay going for that final kill. Congratulations to Team Metrics.
What a comeback coming from Metrics in there. Rino, Syphic, and the rest of the teams in there. Yan, proud on their booyah on this game. And that is what I'm talking about. Metrics in there, who's just hanging in the middle of the leaderboard, going against SAF kung kailan. Sa tingin natin ay mapapabagsak na ng SAF ang mga tropa natin in Metrics. They're thinking, they know their movements. They're not letting go of their position, lalo na magaling mag-grenades ang mga tropa natin SAF, and Metrics was able to come back.
And sobrang galing nga nung ginawa nila doon. They took the opportunity. Pero ito, guys, makakasama natin ulit yung ating mga host na si Terror at si Vil.
Welcome back sa ating panel show. Nandito na naman kami ang inyong mga hosts, Terror and Vil right here. And kakatapos nga lang nung ating last match na yan, of course, with this, Metrics was able to take the booyah. Pangalawang booyah na nila to for all the days na nagkaroon tayo ng MCP Majors. But the question remains, pagdating doon sa mga last engagements natin, Neptune, Blacklist International, Wales, Freedom Rumble engagements, nagsama-sama sila, nagkaroon ng third party at lahat-lahat. Wales was able to take that opportunity too. But at the same time, nung nagkatapat sila ng SAF, they had an engagement from Wheels right there. Nabigla ba sila doon against SAF?
I believe nabigla sila kasi they have that momentum, no. Ang dami nilang nakaharap, early engagement on a 4v4, and SAF, it's probably the position of SAF. Medyo kung makikita natin yung silip nila doon, it's a very awkward position from the side of SAF, and unexpected for Wheels, and doon sila napabagsak.
Yeah.
Doon sila napabagsak completely. On the other hand, pagdating sa SAF, they are almost or was able to get that Booyah Kuku. Kaso nga lang, nalugi sila doon sa metrics, no? On the other hand, ano ba yung nangyari sa engagement na yun? Bakit metrics yung naging nanalo or yung nakakuha ng Booyah?
Well, for me, siguro ang nangyari is yung SAF, naggrupo sila eh. Hindi sila nag-scatter dun sa very end of the game, which is actually important when it comes to Battle Royale games. And yung nakita natin yung metrics, tatlo yung nag-push dun sa other side. Tapos meron nakatago dun sa may parang ridge area sa may bandang right side nung perspective ng SAF. And hindi nila alam kung nasaan yung taong yun. And nung time na tinatry na i-revive ni Macrory yung kanyang teammate, ginulat na lang nila yung SAF and Mankay. Yun yung taong yun. Yun yung tinatawag ko na 4 nila. Just providing information kung nasan yung mga players ng SAF.
Napag-usapan natin kanina, guys. I mean, ibang solid talaga ang ibang solid team fight talaga ang makikita natin dito if ever naglaban-laban na ang Group B versus Group C, mga kaibigan. So apparently, if ever you're gonna compare Group A to Group B to Group B to Group C, medyo malaki ba ang agwat or it's just the same thing all over again? Let's start with Neptune.
Well, when it comes to kill average and placement average, malaki ang lamang ng Group B and C compared to Group A. Pag pinagsama-sama. But there are a few na talagang nagpa-pop off compared to the rest of the group. So, it just so happened na mas marami sa A ang nasa baba and konti lang yung nakahangat compared to B and C na halos lahat nagsasama.
Yung mga metrics na to, I mean, yung unang panalo nila is nung week 1 pa ata. Yung first buhay nung week 1 pa ata, correct me if I'm mistaken. Pero yun nga, actually kahit sila yung team na sobrang tahimik talaga eh. They're not that being explosive of a team. Talagang they actually stayed passive and minsan sila yung nasa baba pero minsan sila yung nasa taas. Pero kumbaga parang sakto lang. Sila yung team na sakto lang talaga. Is this the time talaga makakabawi sila dito sa ating matches knowing na meron pa silang natitirang 3 matches pa, Kuku?
Yeah, definitely. There's a big chance na talagang makabawi sila this week. Especially now that nakakuha sila ng Booyah after siguro 2 weeks of waiting for another Booyah. So most definitely yung one of the teams would be Metrics. They will be able to bounce back. At the same time, yung position nila sa scoreboard tataas to, especially with this game na kakatapos lang. Definitely na magiging maganda yung resulta for today for Team Metrics. And actually for other teams as well, I wanna talk about yung sa Wells, Bill. Sila din, they were able to take out like 2 squads, diba? Blacklist, saka yung isang team dun sa higher ground.
Kasi alam naman natin na sobrang lakas din talaga na team ng Wheels way back tong FFPO pa. They've been actually shutting down the top teams talaga nung tournament na yun. Tsaka dito rin. Sobrang bumabawi talaga sila onto our round standings, mga kaibigan. It's just Wheels getting that 3rd spot. Metrics with the 2nd spot, mga kaibigan. Kaya sila nakakuha ng Booyah. Supreme Assault Forces pa rin ng top 1 because of the kill points na meron sila. It's just literally it's just half lang ng kills ng Metrics ang Supreme Assault Forces with that 19 points just to boost up their points sa ating overall standings, partner.
This team is very lethal talaga pagdating dun sa kills, no? Obviously, ito yung pinaka-consistent na team dito sa MCP Majors without any bias at all. Kasi it can be seen on the ranks itself. Stats don't lie, kumbaga, sasabihin natin. But metrics, like our panel said kanina, they can take this momentum towards doon sa future rounds na magkakaroon sila. And also all other teams like Umbrella Reborn na naghahabol din ng points. Wheels is right there and cannot X-Brain as well. Nakikita na naman natin yung AKO Legend and Blacklist International. It seems like they're struggling in this group or against this group. Na-mention din kanina, Neptune, actually kanina, sabi mo rin na sa tingin mo na wala yung questionable play, some sort of unorthodox play na pinapakita ng mga teams dito or ng mga specifically Filipino teams na napapanood natin. So why would you say that this momentum kind of changed or this play style kind of changed?
Yeah, especially for the side of PXC Radicals. So, kaya nga siguro sabi ko nga na bagay ang name na Radicals sa kanila kasi talagang kakaiba eh. Makikita mo may from a vehicle going in for a gunshot, no? Nakita natin 'yon from a different team. Those are the radical plays, and at some point talagang pinupush din nila from using the vehicle tapos follow up by a different teammates on a gunshots. So yun yung mga madalang mong makita from these teams, and PXT Radicals, they tried but probably it didn't work kaya nag-a-adjust sila. But I want to see more of that because those are the fun wins, and I think doon din gaganahan yung mga teams natin if they get those successful shots.
Pero this is the last match of Group B ngayong araw na ito, mga kaibigan. We've watched them play. They played against Group A kanina and it was really amazing. Pero dito sa ating last map ng Group B, I mean, do you think ba na talagang SAF will lead again, or probably someone from Group C who's gonna get or probably who's gonna steal that buya? Kasi meron tayong mga instances na nakikita natin na alam naman natin na SAF, I mean, it's given already. Yeah, okay, sila talaga top 1. We all know that. Even yung FFPO, sila pa rin. Papunta ba yun sa MCP, sila pa rin. Pero there are some instances na meron silang mga match na sila yung nasa pinakababa talaga. Probably mga second to third team na talagang nawawala dito. Do you think ba na mangyayari yun sa kanila dito? Magkakaroon kaya tayo ng malupit na lasunan dito, guys? Let's start with Kuko.
Well, para sa akin, ma-maintain nila yung top number 1 because even if na-eliminate sila early in the game, losing those placement points, meron silang kill points to back it up. And kitang-kita nga natin dito sa match na to, no? They only got 9 placement points, hindi sila yung nakabuya, pero they got 10 kills. So most definitely SAF and they will definitely maintain this lead.
Mga kaibigan, hindi na natin to para tagalin pa because we're gonna get into the game na. It's gonna be Bermuda, second game of Group C, last game of Group B here in Bermuda, ladies and gentlemen. So on to our casters, let's go.
And
Alright,
here we
Kuku.
go, gentlemen. Gaming, we have Bermuda right now happening on our screens, and the flight, ito na nga yung ating eroplano, lilipad na nga coming from observatory right until sa taas ng Keraton.
Oh, grabe, no? I mean, we've seen a good play in here, and Bermuda right now is being what can I say? Bermuda is an OG map, and a lot of teams knows the best placement here, and we'll have to find out sino ba mananaig dito, no? So far, we mentioned earlier how some teams are dominating some of the matches. Sa tingin mo ba, paring Kuku, is this a match or in map yung nagdadala o talagang nag-iba na lang sila ng gameplay?
Para sa akin, nag-iba na lang sila ng gameplay din eh. Nag-adjust din sila kasi it's been like 3 weeks na rin. I mean, including this week, nakita na rin nila yung mga gameplay ng ibang mga teams. And right now, we have Blacklist International is now engaged here with SAF. Magandang laban to, Neptune.
Oo, sila yung mga top teams na talagang binabantayan ng mga tropa natin at ng mga manonood din, no? They want to find out sino nga ba mananaig just in case nagkaharap sila dito. But we have a fast kill as well and Kenneth X Brain, at nabanggit natin kanina, no? Kenneth X Brain coming from the bottom of the pack ay unti-unting bumabawit at napakaganda naman doon ng hit ni Shiro from above. Tamang distraction gameplay ang isang miyembro and they got the first blood.
Tamang-tama nga yung kanyang ginawa doon. And right now, going back dito sa ating Blacklist International versus SAF. Again, we have top number 1 sa ating buong leaderboard across all groups versus yung top 3. Itong Blacklist International. And pansin mo, no, Neptune, itong Blacklist International mahilig umakyat ng mga bubong.
Well, oo, kasi usually kasi sa mga ganito, no, it has been talked about before na high ground advantage talaga yung importante dito. Ang delikado lang dito from the side of man flank is getting down. Kasi oo, makakaakyat ka. Ang tanong dito is if in case, no, na you need to get out, how are you going to get down kung wala nang sasalo sa'yo. But here we go, we have Man's Flank right now trying to go in, pero mukhang si Cobra na lang ata nagdedelikado on the other side, and will he be picked up? No! Cobra will be taking down the leader, or I think the best, one of the best player in Blacklist International has been taken down. Here comes the flight, at yun nga po, tamang ligpad lang muna si Let's Go together with McRory, mukhang ipipinch ata or hindi lalampasan ang mga tropa natin ng Blacklist International ng SAF, and they are saying bye-bye to Blacklist right now.
And yung ating SAF Esports, very, very smart yung kanilang engagement dito. Pero ito, we have Team Wells. They're actually, na-sandwich pala sila dito, and Let's Go will actually be eliminated here by Alforte ng Team Wells, and they got 1 kill already here. SAF, mukhang wala silang mapupuntahan dito, kundi wala silang no choice. Kailangan nilang lumaban. Either Blacklist, mamimili na lang sila Blacklist or Team Wells, and right now, they're now sandwiched here by Team Wells. Ang ganda ng paglipad doon ni Embalor. And right now, ito si Forbids, mukhang masasandwich siya dito. Wala siyang no choice dito. Hindi mag-engage, pero good thing na meron siyang shield dito, pero hindi. Embalor will actually be knockdown here, pero meron na nga na nasa likod dito na si Alforte will try to go for that knockdown. Forbids will get taken down there, and nasan na yung ibang SAF? Mukhang tumakbo na yung final member nila, Neptune.
Unfortunate for SAF, ito yung pinag-uusapan natin, no? They are now left with only one member, and they might be the last on the list on this game. Posible, no? Dahil isa na lang natitira. But Blacklist International tried to go in, and mukhang binabalik, no, ng Blacklist International yung ginawa sa kanila ng Wills. At ito, they are going in for the what do you call this? The post-engagement or the vulture tactic. Pero ang Wills, medyo ano sila they are on their toes at nakaalis sila agad on that point. 3v3 sana magaganap doon dahil bawas na rin ng Blacklist International ng isa. Wills, bawas din ng isa. Doon magkakaalaman sino kaya makakalamang, but they disengage, and mukhang PXD Radicals naman ang susunod.
Right, and Blacklist International just trying to be busy right now. Busy lang sila mag-loot dito. Kailangan nila ng kanilang mga gears and loots in order for them na makalaban itong Team Wills, just in case na lumapit sa kanila to. Pero again, they're done with one player already na si Cobra. So kailangan nilang mag-play smart na dito. Pagka nawalan ka talaga ng isang player sa squad mo, mababawasan yung yung strategy mo dito. Kasi syempre, especially sabi mo nga kanina, Neptune, si Cobra, isa sa mga essential part ng Blacklist International dito. Pero ito, we have Freedom Rumble. Uy, si Rival, muntikan na niyang banggain ang kanyang kalaban dito, pero hindi. Yung kanyang motor ay umuusok na nga at mukhang papasabugin na nga ito ni Vegeta, pero makakatakas ata dito yung player ng 4X.
I know, 4X man expert right now. Napakaganda na pagkakadepensa nila against Freedom Rumble. That is a chance for Freedom Rumble to take one down, pero hindi. Talagang they went in at ito na magkakaharap na si Vegeta at si Goku. Freedom Rumble and 4X Man Expert is on the battle. It's a two-man split for the side of 4X Man Expert, habang it's a 1-3 split naman sa side ng Freedom Rumble. Papunta sila dito on this area of Pochinok, while one will be left behind. Ang tanong, makakahabol kaya dito or mapapabagsak mo ang doon papunta mga tropa natin ng 4X Man Expert?
Well, titingnan natin dito, Neptune, nag-keep sila ng isa sa malayo kasi nga kailangan nilang i-gatekeep itong mga papush na kalaban nila, and mukhang si Oren ay knockdown na nga dito. Wala na siyang no choice kundi mapapatay na nga siya ni Goku. Ito na yung laban ng mga Saiyan, Neptune, Goku versus Vegeta.
Malalaman natin kung Saiyan o sayang ang laban na ito. Yan nga ba, babagsakin isang sa miyembro from Freedom Rumble, pero going into Umbrella Reborn, I think they are going in against PXD Radicals. The Namo is back with a grenade, and there you go, the two delete from the Namo. Grizzly is the only one remaining. Tamang habol lang muna by the gunshot, and Grizzly nakatakbo with only 7 HP remaining, pero hindi tatantanan ng apat na miyembro ng PXD Radicals. Oh, nabulag na nga, and the elimination. A good way to die, going into the heaven with that light.
Oo nga, ang ganda ng pagkamatay niya doon. Talagang diretso heaven. Talagang liwanag na lang ang makikita mo dito. Pero to, Freedom Rumble still chasing down itong mga players na to. Kalaban nila yung team nila Goku. Actually, sila yung papaalis pala itong Freedom Rumble. Talagang nakalayas na sila dun sa location or spot na yon dun sa may west side ng Pochinok. Pero mukhang may nararamdaman na naman silang ditong kalaban, XBR, with those vehicles. And sabi mo nga, Neptune, no, vehicles, very unusual for these players for them to use. Pero for me, it's okay. Okay lang
Ah.
na gumamit sila early in the match kasi napakalaki pa ng area na pwede nilang paglaruan.
Tama, and alam mo yun, you'll have a chance to get information. Yung tamang ikot-ikot lang muna sa mga buildings, malalaman mo na o meron. Pag may bumaril sa'yo, you can get away that easily at mapipinpoint nyo na, makukuha mo yung trajectory kung saan or you can triangulate yung position ng gunshots, and then kung kumpleto na kayo, nakapag-regroup na kayo, you can get back. Pero ito na nga po, no, I think it's PXG Radicals and Almighty ang magkakaharap, at Almighty medyo alanganin yung personal dito. It's quite surprising some of the adjustment that has been made by the team. Almighty usually on the high ground, pero sila nasa low ground sila ngayon, and I think they have a specific tactic that they want to apply right now. 1-3 split nakikita natin dito from PXC Radicals, and I think one member might be going in for the flank, pero hindi, magre-regroup ang PXC Radicals, and Almighty is just covering this compound.
Yeah, and one of the things that Almighty needs to improve is yung pag-scatter nila as a squad. Right now, Batman trying to do that, pero nakita na nga siya ng PXG Radicals from above. Now, itong si Batman, kailangan na nga niya ng cover dito, pero JC going for that quick cover here for his team, pero eliminated na Neptune sa ating feed kanina.
Ang mga staff natin, so they are, if I'm not mistaken, number 11 to be or on this ranking, on this leaderboard. But going back to the fight, no, Almighty, PXG, and Cannot X-Brain. I think lalabas muna ang Cannot X-Brain dito dahil they're going in, I believe they're going in for the vulture gameplay. Almighty and PXG Radicals, what do you think about this battle?
Well, this is going to be ultimate, just being pinned down by two teams. Neptune, talagang ipit na ipit sila dito sa isang bahay dito. Ren, wala siyang masyadong mapuntahan. JZ with the Vector magtanggol, just waiting for someone to push. For me, ito talaga yung dapat gawin eh. Pero hindi. We have JC now pushing in with that Vector, able to get those shots in, pero merong shield itong PXG Radicals. Talagang patalinuan talaga yung laban when it comes to close encounter.
Tsempuhan ng lapag ng blue wall plus yung time turner. But ito na nga po, we have Ren who was able to go in for the fight. At yan na nga sinugod on the other side. Tanamo in there has been taken down. Shotgun gameplay from Ren, deleting 2. At grabe, hindi pa, isa lang yung bawas nila, no? Bawas sila ng isa kanina, and they were able to eliminate, get back against PXC Radicals. I think PXC Radicals will be fleeing, pero Cannot X-Brain is in here, or XBR is going in for the vulture gameplay. Ito na nga, taking advantage of that ended battle between Almighty and PXC Radicals. XBR right now, bawas si Shiro. Guns has been taken down. Almighty doing great job in here, getting back na kahit na naunahan sila kanina. Si Arens lang natitira dito, and there you go. Arens on a 1v3. Will this be it for the side of Almighty, or masusugod pa ata sila dito by the other teams on the other side?
Si Arens, mag-iisa na lang siya dito. Meron din mga teams around the area, pero ang gagawin niya dito is tatakbo na siya. This is the best possible solution sa situation na to. And yung ating Team Almighty able to defend the building na meron sila dito. And Arens will try to go back. Nag-loot lang siya ng very, very quick dito. Pero yun nga yung sinasabi ko. Neptune, there are other teams around the area, and he's actually getting shot from that angle and putting up a glue wall there. Team Almighty using the glue wall really well. Wow, ang ganda ng pagka-placement niya dun sa may bintana, ano?
I mean, there is a chance, no, dahil may mga gunshots sila doon coming from other side of the map, and alam nila na posible silang i-push. So they put in on the windows yung glue walls para hindi rin sila mag-grenade dahil ipit na sila sa loob. And here we go, metrics right now. Ang mga nakakuha nga ng buya from kanina, ito nga susugod sa mga tropa natin ng Almighty. Almighty right now going down one at a time. Shira has been taken down. We have it there, metrics trying to get back, show everyone that we are here. And Cyphic right now trying to go in for the flank. Tutuluyan na nga isa, and there we go. Vector magtanggol pa rin talaga, and Almighty will be eliminated.
And metrics, grabe yung ginawa nila doon pag-push. meron nga silang momentum galing dun sa first match nila kanina, getting that booyah, and narinig na nga nila or nakita siguro nila sa kill feed na talagang kulang na yung XBR, and at the same time yung Team Almighty. Nasa may bandang bridge area lang sila, and yung bilog ay lumayo sa kanila. So wala silang no choice. They have to really push that area where Team Almighty is located, at grabe yung ginawa nila doon. They were able to do the squad wipe. Arens needs to be careful, Neptune, kasi siya yung susunod dito kung hindi siya nag-ingat, kasi kapag narinig siya dito or siguro bumaril siya, talagang pupuntahan siya dito ng ating team metrics.
Yes, tingin ko ang option lang niyan ay talagang lumayo, magpakalayo-layo ng panandalian, no? Tapos bumalik na lang mamaya kung kailan maganda na yung placement, no? They'll be able to find out. Alam mo na kung ilan yung kills nyo, alam niyo na kung ilang placement. The moment that it ends, kunwari mamatay ka na at this moment, you'll be able to find out kung ano yung susunod na status nyo on the leaderboard. But going in, speaking of the leaderboards, AKO from the mid to the top of the leaderboards, they are doing great from the previous matches. Pero ito, no, I think they're applying the passiveness, early passiveness, and then later aggressiveness dahil 0 kills pa lang sila dito. The same as 4X-Man Expert na 1 kill pa rin.
Yes, and pwedeng gamitin din yung gameplay na yun, na being passive at the very start, and then at the very end of the game, right around fourth phase or third phase, pwede kang maging aggressive. Pero again, these teams really wants to get that booyah at the same time, and ito na nga yung ating fast kill MY with the grenade, not able to get some damage here. Ito na si Jebat, mga kaibigan, now throwing some utilities over there. Wala silang tinatamaan dito as of the moment, Neptune. Mukhang magsusmoke na lang ang ating fast kill MY para ma-delay yung pag-push ng 4X-Men Expert.
I mean, it's seldom na makakita tayo ng smoke, no, as a utility, but it's still a good play, no? Mukhang makakita tayo in a bit ng more of the smoke gameplay. Pero si Monita, mukhang Monito has been damaged on the other side. Going back to Wheels right now, Limit has been put down, pero mukhang masasandwich pa rin ng dalawang team. Do Easy and Blacklist International will be in here. Oh, this is Freedom Rumble. Freedom Rumble and Blacklist International going against Wheels. At mukhang nag-iisa lang ata member. And there you go, Wheels has been eliminated, and we have 7 teams remaining. 6 teams remaining.
And there you go, fast kill MY. Hindi nila kinaya yung pag-push yung team na yun, but ito, meron na naman tayong Freedom Rumble action laban sa Team Metrics. Team Metrics able to secure already yung ating bilog. Looks like magpupush sila dito sa Freedom Rumble, at tingnan mo yung ginawa ng Freedom Rumble, takbo hanggang sa mayroong lupa dito. Knockdown na nga si Apam, at itong si Drags, meron siyang mamimit dito na isa coming from Blacklist International, and Phoenix will be able to eliminate them.
Nabigla, no, mga tropa natin ng Freedom Rumble dito, and Blacklist International, good, well, actually that is a pinch by chance dahil meron loot box doon, and they just capitalize on that situation and that position as well. Pero Blacklist International is in there from above. AKO Legends, a little bit too late, no? Out of the 5 teams, 0 kills pa rin sila dito compared to the 3 members of Blacklist International na meron na silang 3 kills, and Metrics na talagang nagdo-dominate na rin, and they have that momentum from the previous round. At yan nga, Arens talagang pumapatay pa rin despite of the position or the situation, pero cannot X-brain talaga, no? Dahil nag-iisa na lang, wala ka na magagawa kundi lumaban at mamatay with honor.
Tama, and 4X-Men Expert able to get that kill. Ito na nga yung ating Blacklist International. Para sa akin ngayon, with the circle, lumipat na nga dito sa AKO Legend. Yung circle kanina na nasa advantage ng Blacklist International, they have the higher ground. Ngayon, kailangan nilang mag-push papunta nga doon. Without Cobra, kakayanin kaya ng Blacklist International to, with Team Metrics pushing on their left side. Bato na lahat, mga kaibigan dito, laban na, sabi ng Blacklist. Pero knockdown dito. Yung kasama nila na si Manflank with the glue wall now being provided here ng kanyang teammate. Phoenix looks like he's gonna try to go to the circle now with 2 players here. We have Clanks. Grabe naman yun! What happened there? Explosions after explosions, Neptune, and they were able to wipe out itong Blacklist.
X-Bot with that triple kill with that grenade launcher. Sabi na nga ba, no, usong-uso ng grenade launcher because of the damage that it can be done. At grabe, si X-Bot 77 was able to eliminate Blacklist International, a whole squad of 3 by that grenade launcher. What we have 4x4 or 4x man expert being taken down. We're now left with 2 teams remaining, AKO Legends and Metrics, paring Kuko.
And right now we have AKO Legends. Now actually 2 of them is taken out. Kailangan nila mag-heal at the same time, and Metrics able to realize this one. Nag-push na nga sila dito and hindi ready. Itong Singa, hindi ka ready mga kaibigan. And right now they were able to get that booyah all up against AKO Legend. Second booyah of the day, Neptune.
Back-to-back booyah coming from Metrics in arena of Scific X-Bot 77, my new favorite right now, Ash, and another member in there. And there you go, another proud booyah for the team. Grabe naman ang Metrics, no? Yung maganda yung pinakita nila from the previous match, and with that momentum, no? Yung init pa rin, they were able to carry it over onto this match.
Yes, and they were able to eliminate every single team din na nadadaanan nila. Kasi yung bilog, kung nakita mo or napansin mo, papalayo ng papalayo sa Team Metrics. Pero bago tayo mag-discussion dito, again, invite uli natin yung ating dalawang host na si Vil at si Terror.
Kaibigan, Metrics, ladies and gentlemen, getting that booyah. Again, sobrang solid mga kaibigan, swear. I mean, this might be one of the best na games na talagang ginagamit nila mga kaibigan. Nakikita natin dito the rise of Metrics again and again. And pwede nating sabihin na, is this gonna be the start of them na makabawi pa dito? They still have 2 matches mamaya. Sa tingin nyo ba, magkakakita pa tayo ng isang back-to-back na buyas dito sa ating tournament, Neptune?
Well, looking at the gameplay, no, hindi lang kasi sila sa late game lumalaban, early and up to the late game surviving. So there is a possibility na maka-back to back kung magagawa pa nila on the next 2 rounds. But we'll have to find out kasi syempre mag-iiba yung mapa and adjustments of the other teams then na posibleng gawin. But Metrics doing good right now.
I mean,
yeah, they're really doing great.
Vil, isipin mo yung Metrics is sinabi ni Neptune dito na baka mag-iba yung mapa. But on the other hand, nalaro din naman nila yung unang mapa kanina which is Purgatory. And then on Bermuda, they are performing really well as well. Now, Neptune also mentioned Kuku a while ago dun sa mga early pickoffs, early rounds pa lang, early circles pa lang, nakakakuha na sila ng kills. But I just wanted to talk about yung buong game for a circle na 2 out of 7 pa lang. Yung pangalawang circle pa lang natin, 9 teams na lang agad yung remaining. How is it this time na parang fast-paced yung mga laro ng teams natin?
Well, siguro it all comes to the level of skill nung dalawang grupo na to compared to the previous group which is in A and B. Talagang sobrang ganda nung pinapakita ng each teams. It's anyone's game basically. Hindi mo alam kung sino yung mananalo, pero again, congratulations, dalawang buya yung nakuha ng Metrics doon, di ba?
Yeah. I mean, if I may add, actually, this is the last game of Group B already sa araw na to. Pwede nating sabihin talaga naghahabol sila ng puntos para talaga makapunta sa top. Kasi if ever na talaga sobrang babagalan mo pa, baka ikaw pa yung mahuli ng mga kalaban mo. Kasi alam naman natin yun if ever last game mo na sa araw na to, or last literal na last game talaga, dito na talaga papasok yung sobrang aggressive na moves kasi kailangan nilang humabol Yun ang pinakakailangan nilang gawin. Am I right, Neptune?
Correct, yun ang kasi pag naipit ka na, yun yung pag naipit ka na sa isang corner, talagang, yan ang sinasabi na naipit na sa iPads, napakaganda ng pagkaalipad. Pero yun na, nabanggit natin kanina, the vehicle and the grenade gameplay mo ang bumabalik na ngayon.
all in or nothing pagdating dito sa mga teams na meron tayo. But we are looking actually almighty, no? Ang ganda na pinakita nila dito actually. 'Di ba? Sinetup pa nila yung glue walls para hindi talaga sila mapasok or mabatuhan ng grenade doon sa mga windows na meron tayo sa bahay na tinitake nila. But on the other hand, Kuku, in the end, lagi silang nakaka-catch off guard. Kahit doon sa mga rotations nila, kahit doon sa pag nasa labas sila, lagi na lang nasa delikadong spot. Bakit ganito yung nangyayari sa Almighty usually?
Well, Almighty kasi masyado silang passive para sa akin. They just wait on kung sino man yung magpupush sa kanila. And alam naman nila siguro na meron ng tao dun sa may bridge area bago nung building nila, and meron nagpupush sa kanila at the same time dun sa other side. So siguro para sa akin, no, wala na rin silang choice na gumalaw, pero para sa akin dapat silang gumalaw dun sa area na yun para hindi sila ma-wipe out, kasi yung nangyari is talagang na pumunta na lang yung metrics dun sa area nila, and they were able to wipe them out.
On towards the round standings, mga kaibigan, and again, Metrics will get that booyah again with 23 points, followed by Cannot X Brain. Bumabawi na rin talaga. At saka, tulad nga na nasabi ko kanina, Neptune at saka Kuku TV, nakikita natin ang Supreme Assault Forces na minsan talaga is sila yung pinakababa, at nangyari yun ngayon mismo. Supreme Assault Forces in a huge slump on that map, getting 11th place with 2 points only. Tsaka if I may add, dun sa laban kayo ng Almighty, I mean, yes, magaling sila gumamit ng glue wall para lang at least hindi sila matamaan ng mga utilities, pero that glue wall is actually parang double-edged sword yan eh. Yung tipong they know na nandyan ka. They know na nasa likod ka lang ng glue wall na yan, at they can actually push you. Tsaka talagang ubusin
Also,
yung buong team ng Almighty. That is the thing that happened actually.
in the same time din kasi, putting up those glue walls, despite na may audio cues ka kung saan nanggagaling yung kalaban mo, you still don't have any idea kung anong movements ba yung ginagawa nila at kung ano yung sinesetup nila completely for your team, knowing na wala kang makita sa labas. And also at the same time, sila yung may upper hand dahil alam nila kung saan yung positioning mo, alam nila kung saan sila makakapag-push, at basically, you're stuck in a position na saan ako titingin? Ano yung unang bababasag na glue wall dito? Ano yung unang papasukan ng granada dito? Kumbaga parang talagang death na lang yung inaantay mo during that time, no? But looking at the groups that we had for Group B and C a while ago, magpapalit na tayo dahil yung susunod na matches natin will actually be Group A versus Group C. If we take a look at Group A, ito yung Argon MY, ito yung Do Easy, ito yung Z Squad, Bloody Head, Enigmax, and Tactical Intex. Group C naman natin is Almighty, same pa rin. Foreman Expert, Pascal MY, Metrics, Wills, and Blacklist International. Neptune, looking at Group A versus Group C, usually nakikita natin tong teams na to na parang pagdating sa isang mapa is same drop zones ang Group A, same drop zones din yung Group C. Tama ba ako?
Well, there are a lot of teams na talagang masasabi natin na mababasa mo kung saan lalapag. Looking at A and C right now, 6 times. No? Almighty 6 times on Bermuda. Sa peak sila lumalapag. Though we've seen a lot of changes on these recent matches, itong naganap nitong araw na to. And that is good dahil they're making those adjustments. And well, for some of the teams, sila yung nakakaangat. Doon naman sa iba, sila yung nasisipa pa ba?
Yeah, talagang nagkaroon lang naman yun eh. I mean, natawa ako kasi ang dami ko kasi iniisip eh. Pero actually, the thing na talagang pupuntahan mo is just all the way up, man. That is the thing na talagang kailangan pupuntahan. And if ever na talagang there's someone just trying to hinder your path all the way to victory, shut them down. Pero I'm gonna ask you, Kuku TV, pero before kita tanungin mga kaibigan, i-claim nyo na! Because eto na yung code ng ating giveaway mga kaibigan. So i-screenshot nyo na to in 3, 2, 1, post. There we go. Nakapag-post na kami dito, nakapag-smile na kami mga kaibigan, and they're gonna have a chance to win these amazing prizes. Pero ikaw Kuku TV, isang mabilis lang. As an analyst and a coach, gonna ask you, bro. What do you think kung ano mangyayari dito sa matchup na ito ng Group A versus Group C, if ever you're gonna compare that to Group B versus Group C?
Well, comparing the two groups, talagang Group C mas malakas yung Group C compared to Group A. Pero for Group A, they must surprise itong Group C, especially yung mga teams like Blacklist International and all those other teams. Pero yun nga, we have to make sure na talagang ma-surprise nila to when it comes to drop points and all those other gameplay.
Anong itsura ng surprise ko?
Yung parang yung kay Neptune.
Namili pa siya. May tatlo siyang choices eh. Yung sa'yo, yung sa akin, tsaka kayo kay Neptune. Pero, it is what it is because the next upcoming match natin is Group A versus Group C. Mamaya pag-uusapan pa natin yan lalo. But right now, we are just gonna go in a very short break. Garena Free Fire MCP Majors Season 2 will be right back. Stay with us.
Takes let's go down. Spade dropped onto the ground. Jabat goes down as well for X-Men. X-Men not looking great at all.
Teams will be squished in together. Who will take this fight and who will take this booyah?
It's going to be Almighty on our screen. They're putting up the kill. Shira is down, but Batman, he's running into the center. We planted the smash. It's public to everyone. Can Almighty do this? He's the last man alive. Almighty turns around, and I think they've done it.
But he does not get the hits onto Batman, and Batman can't even pull those flanks off. Beautiful nade placement coming through from Jembal, but Shira gets taken down, eliminated immediately. Gives me so much of confidence in this team of Enigmax. V2, beautiful nade now being tossed up front. And you know, you did talk about V2 a little bit earlier on in this competition. What crazy plays, man. Manchai might be able to go in for the knock on a couple of players, but if he wants to take advantage, he needs to get the delete as well. Players from the side of Enigmax now coming in for the snuff. V2 with those questions, and Manchai needs to get away, but with the shotgun, is able to bring in so much of challenge.
But let's go gets another snipe, and Goku, he has to spend so much time. That's when they fly through. This might just be it. This might just be the back end of it all. For X-Men Expert.
Triple kill. Shut down. Quadruple kill. Quadruple kill.
Survivors, saya perlukan sokongan.
Welcome back sa Garena Free Fire MCP Majors Season 2. Kami nga pala ang inyong mga host. My name is Tara and with me is Vil. Vil, it's finally time para sa Group A versus Group C.
Yeah. Medyo natakot ako nung sinabi mong Vil eh. Kasi Vil lang. Kasi pag
mahirap yun.
Mahirap na yun. Nagpapapayat nga ako. Pero yun nga mga kaibigan, nakita natin is Group A versus Group C. Group B, bukas naman yan. Maglalaro sila bukas. So,
Pahinga muna
sila ngayon. Mamamahinga muna sila
Huwag
ngayon.
naman ganun. Mahirap din yun. Papahinga.
Magkapahinga na lang sila ngayon. Pero we're gonna go back here in Purgatory. We all know it, mga kaibigan, na sobrang solid pag naglaban ng Group A versus Group C. There's a lot of things that can happen dito sa ating groups. We've seen this for 2 weeks already. 4 days na rin.
That's true.
So it's just them talaga. Sila na ang bahala dito if ever kung ano bang trip nilang gawin. And sa kanila lang talaga if ever they're gonna go to the top and if ever they can do it. And if ever nagagawin nila yun, they should do it in style and they should do it in in a really great manner for them just to shut down these players. Pero, and again, ladies and gentlemen, for the overall standings, hindi pa rin talaga nawawala ang Bloodheads sa 12th place.
Kahit anong changes talaga doon sa mga placement nila a while ago. From 10th place, bumalik na naman sila sa 12. But this time around, pwede nilang baguhin yan because they are gonna play yet again sa dalawang mapa na natitira. So, kailangan talaga mag-step up dito ng Bloodyhead para mawala yung kumbaga nasa gitna or nasa bingit ng pagbaba ng 13th place. No? But looking at all the other teams as well, AKO Legend, despite not getting booyahs then as well, nakakakuha pa rin sila ng placement points dito. They are playing it safe. They have 220 points rather, and they are securing that second spot. Anytime soon, hindi to gagalaw dahil nga medyo malayo din yung nasa right side dito, Ville.
Actually, part nito yung napapansin ko dito sa ating overall standings. Kung napapansin mo, for X-Men Expert, isa lang ang kanilang buyas pero sobrang taas ng placement points sila kasi minsan nasa second sila, nasa third sila, getting 185 points and anim na teams na lang out of 18 ang hindi nagkakaroon ng buya. And at saka ako napapansin mo rin, ang Tactical Intex not getting any buyas at all pero meron silang 149 points in total, 80 placement points kasi pwede natin sabihin na talagang nababack up ng sobra ng Tactical Intex because of their kill points with 69. Sobrang taas na actually. If you're gonna compare Tactical Intex siya si Fastkill MY, actually pwede natin sabihin na oo, lamang si Fastkill MY. Pero in terms of kill points, lamang na lamang ang Tactical Intex at saka kung napapansin mo rin, metrics biglang nakapasok agad. Dito sa 8th place natin, kanina nasa baba sila pero ngayon with that 2 booyahs and a lot of kill points as well, moving their
Placement.
their rank to 8th place. At saka yun nga, Tactical Intex mga kaibigan, they can actually shut down these players ng sobrang matindi. If nakakuha sila ng isang malupit na buya, yan ang inaantay ng Tactical Intex. Sila sabi nila, sige, it's fine, wala tayong buyas, but it's fine kasi marami naman tayong kill points. So yun na lang yung gamitin natin, idaan natin sa pag-kill.
Definitely, no. Ang laki ng tinaas o inakyat ng metrics dito dahil sa back-to-back buya na yan. And they are still gonna play on after this. Itong next group natin, kumbaga, makikita pa rin natin sila dito. And going up against Group A, maaari tayong makakita ng changes sa playstyle then from the teams and also their drop zones. But also at the same time, yung Group A din kasi, mostly itong mga players na to, itong mga teams na nandito, naghahabol din ng points, no? So mainit na mainit ang laban because this is the first map of Group A versus Group C. Right now, iahatid sa inyo ng ating mga casters yung action na yan, yung bakbakan na yan, Gentleman Gaming, and of course, Kuku TV. Please do take it away.
Alright, maraming salamat, Bill and Tyler, and we are back. Neptune, I am Neptune from Gentleman Gaming. We have Kuku TV right here. At paring Kuku, no, nakita natin yung mga laban natin kanina, and we'll have to find out of the Group A and C, meron bang out of Group A na alam mo yung lalamang compared to the whole Group C na sobrang nadodominate nila on these group lineups?
Well, if you ask me that, Group A na may mas lalamang sa Group C, we're gonna talk about Bloody Heads from the Philippines, and then I'm gonna talk about also Tactical Intex. They have the chance to be able to go over some teams here coming from Group C. All they need to do is do whatever Metrics is doing right now. Talagang gayahin nila kung anong ginagawa ng Metrics. Talagang commit kung commit. Kita-kita nyo naman sa Metrics, no, Neptune, na pag nawala sa kanila yung bilog, commit sila. Alam nila na may tao doon, commit sila. Whatever happens, kung manalo sila, goods. Pero kung matalo sila, okay lang din, reset na lang after nung match. Pero yun nga, if you ask me, those two teams, yung dalawang teams na yun, yung may chance.
Nice. No, kailangan talaga meron ang commitment, no? Bawal yung salawahan dito. If you want to go in on move up onto the ranks. But anyways, no, here we go. We have a purgatory once again kung saan marami na tayong nakitang changes when it comes to the gameplay. At we've seen a lot of teams na, alam mo yun, sabi ko nga kanina paring Kuku, alam na natin kung saan ba, pero marami ang nagbago ng kanilang drop zone, and that changes the game overall.
Definitely, and it will definitely change the game overall from the drop point right until the rotation hanggang sa pagkapanalo na ng Buya. Pero ito na nga yung ating eroplano. Lumipad from central hanggang dun sa eastern side ng Moat House, which is again drop point ng ating Blacklist International. Walang bumaba sa ating central, which is normally nakikita natin kanina, Neptune, na nandun yung PXG Radicals.
Oh, medyo well, sa groupings natin ngayon out of A and C, no, may nakasabay kanina yung PXC Radicals pero iniwasan na sila, at ngayon I think wala na ata magmamalakas na lumaban doon. But here we go, no, fast kill right now, mukhang inuna na nga si V2, and V2 from Enigmax, kung hindi nyo na alam, ay siya ang laging sole survivor or madalas sole survivor ng Enigmax. Na ang tanong dito is Enigmax strong enough to go against Argon MY? Nabagsak na si Vito dito. Dahil ang Argon MY, alam naman natin, meron din silang ibubuga. They were able to go in on the previous weeks, pero unti-unti din na nabawasan yung kanilang performance to this up to this day. So Argon MY needs to come back up, at Enigmax naman a few spots at the bottom of this rank. Mukhang maganda ata papakita sa atin itong dalawang teams.
And when you talk about Enigmax and Argon MY Neptune, mas alam na alam ng Argon MY itong drop point na to, which is yung Fire Brigade. 3 times na silang nag-drop dito from the past 2 weeks, and itong Enigmax talagang nagtatry sila. Like every single area dito sa ating mapa, tinatry nilang dropan. Kaso nga lang, para sa akin, no, that will actually result into inconsistency. Kasi nga, syempre, hindi mo memorize masyado yung lugar na to. And yun na nga yung nakita natin dito. Vito, kahit siya yung laging nahuhuling mamatay, sa ngayong match na to, siya yung mauuna.
I mean, we mentioned earlier, di ba, yung not to be, what do you call this, predictable when it comes to drops. And oo, posible yun yung ginagawa ng Enigmax, but katulad nga ng point ni parang Coco TV dito na hindi ka masasanay. It might have failed, but probably try it twice, no? And then move on kung talagang hindi nag-work. And that's what Enigmax can do. And right now, I think they're still doing good, no? Trying to hold on. Pero ito na nga po, we have Lonsem right now being pushed. Sino kaya mananalo dito ng 1v1? And Lonsem right now with that time turner trying to get away. At yan na nga po, mukhang sinugod pa rin isang miyembro ng Argon, and Lonsem will be taken down in here. Argon MY will be dominating this field, but we're seeing Fastkill mukhang susugod na rin dito, and this will be a vulture gameplay from Fastkill or probably a third party, pero tatlong teams na nga nandito on the Fire Brigade.
At itong dalawang players ng Team Enigmax na si Black at Slumber 2, wala silang no choice kundi magstay kung nasan sila, kasi alam nila na merong isa pang team na papasok dito, which is yung Fastkill MY. At itong si Black na nga nagparamdam dito sa isang player ng Fastkill MY. Black trying to crossover moves dito kay Shark, pero si Shark ay merong backup agad-agad, and there you go, we see here on the kill feed si Slumber 2 ay na-eliminate na nga. On this side naman, we have Z Squad versus Almighty, and they will be able to take one down over there. Si Blade na lang ata ang natitira dito for Team Z Squad, and right now Enigmax will also get eliminated, Neptune.
Mukhang nagkamali ang pwestuhan. Well, bukod sa nagkamali ng pwestuhan, hindi sila umalis agad, no? Mga tropa natin ng Enigmax. And here we go, we are seeing Almighty taking down one more enemies in here. Pero ito, mukhang matutuloy ang laban on this area. Fire Brigade between Argon MY and Fastkill. Maganda yung spread dito ng mga tropa natin ng Fastkill. Though, naka-group naman dito ang mga tropa natin ng Argon MY. Now, this is two different tactics. One for the offensive, one for the defense. Sino kaya mananaig sa laban na ito? And Spark will be taken down by Monito from afar. At ito na nga, the pickup, and no, the push by Ali in here, finishing them up. Delete na nga kung delete, and Fastkill getting those fast kills.
Yan, Fastkill MY with that third party laban sa dalawang teams, and Argon MY is the second team na kakalabanin nila dito. Yung Enigmax kanina na eliminate na nga. Pero yun nga, meron pang natitira for Team Argon MY. Buti na lang at nakatakas siya agad-agad. And now, just looting up the bodies itong Fastkill MY. replenishing yung kanilang mga bags, and again the airship is approaching as well at the same time. This is just the early phases, Neptune, and
Mm-mm.
itong mga teams na to sobrang active when it comes to kills.
Yeah, I mean they took advantage of that situation lalo na yung Fastkill MY. It was just two teams na naglalaban, Enigmax and Argon. Nagkataon lang na narinig sila and Fastkill kung napansin mo hindi sila masyadong push, nag-overcommit on that fight. No, talagang they kept their distance and tried to take picks. Papitik-pitik lang, papitas-pitas lang until maubos nila or makakuha sila ng 5 kills and one left from the side of Argon MY. And fast kill, I think, no, I'm guessing, magstay sila doon until the next circle dahil nasa edge na sila eh. Like what Blacklist International is doing right now.
Tama ka nga. And Blacklist International just doing their usual stuff. Talagang
Mm-mm.
doon lang sila sa rotation nila. Moat house just ending up at the edge of that circle. The circle is within their reach. So talagang sobrang dali lang ng rotation na to, and they will just follow whatever game plan na talagang ni-ready nila dito. Pero ito, we're looking at Team Wales here from the Philippines. We're just looking at them, waiting for something to happen. May team na medyo malapit sila down on the south side ng ating mapa, pero not that really close, Neptune. So for now, Team Wales will have a breathing space dito. Just we'll
Mhm.
try to wait on the circle kasi nga we're now closing in, going sa ating second phase.
Yeah, I mean, going to second phase and Wales right now, makikita mo dito si Limit, parang hindi ba nahihilo si Limit dito, paikot-ikot lang and the rest of the teams are just hanging back. Pero looking at the situation, no, isang cover lang ang meron sila dito and this is a good play because they are on high ground. They have one cover and this one point na hindi sila malilikuran, they can take a look at the other side. Now, Blacklist International getting close on the side of 4X-Man Expert, another aggressive team, especially with Shark, if I'm not mistaken. Ayan na nga po, I think Blacklist International, knowing there's another team in there, will be backing off at, well, we'll have to find out. No, Blacklist International, though siguro nakapag-loot na sila dito, but they are not going in for that engagement just yet and trying to get into the middle of the circle, actually alanganin yung pwesto nila dito. And what is the tactic right here, Cookie?
Well, give up nila yung higher ground, which is actually one of the best spots dito sa circle na to. And
Mhm.
yung isang team na yon na nasa taas, which is yung 4X men, they are able to actually take that position. And Blacklist International, like what you said, Neptune, sabi mo nga na we'll try to go right at the middle ng ating bilog. And they are actually doing that. And narinig nila ng onti ata, may vehicle na dumating. Kaya
Yeah.
tumigil sila sa gitna ng daan doon. Pero once na lumalis na siya, they were able to secure this spot and most likely will be camping right at this area.
And here we go, the view from above. Now, we're going to have a see kung sino nga ba ang... Actually, lahat naman sila nasa loob. And there's only a few adjustments that will be made by some of the teams in here before magsarado yung circle. But Argon MY, I think alam na niya na Fastkill International, or Fastkill will be waiting in there on Central. And hindi ko alam ang iniisip ko dito, Argon MY, posibleng tumawid siya into golf course just to get away from fast skill. But that's we have to wait and see. Pero ito, I think there's another team in here. Metrics talagang galit na galit. Mukhang may sinusugod ata dito on the side of campsite, or is it just a vehicle that they have and they're going in for the airdrop?
Mukhang vehicle lang yun,
Mhm.
Neptune, na nakakuha na vehicle itong Team Metrics. And again, Metrics has the momentum right now. Meron silang dalawang buya before ng laro na to. And
Yep.
going for that third straight buya would be really, really nice para sa kanila. And right now, we're just waiting onto the circle here. And now, the phase number 3 is on. Blacklist International, Almighty, Wales, ITX, and at the same time, we have DE in the circle right now. There are like a couple of players from down south and a couple down
Mhm.
above.
Ito, no, looking into Bloody Heads. Ito yung favorite talaga na tambayan ng mga tropa natin ng Bloody Heads. We've seen them before, or actually several times in this area. And despite of being outside of circle, sabi nga ni paring Goku TV dito, ay isa to sa magandang pwestuhan. you have a good visuals of those from below, tapos yung sa taas niya hindi siya masyadong, alam mo yun, hindi siya masyadong peak, so there's a little bit of flat surface na makikita mo pa rin anyone coming from above.
Oo, tama nga yan. Maganda yung ridge kasi doon. At the same time, may cover. May mga cover na bahay doon na maliit lang, pero at least may cover, di ba? Basically, it will protect you from mga bala na pwedeng tumama sa'yo. Pero we're looking at team metrics right now. The hottest team right now na nakikita natin ngayon na lumalaban dito sa dalawang grupo na to. Pero we have your Xbot 77. Kumuha na nga ng sasakyan and pansin ko, Neptune, they're going for that hard left rotation. However, meron silang madadaanan dito. So tingnan natin, no, kung matatamaan to ng fast kill MY or baka bibigyan sila ng free pass ng fast kill MY.
We'll have to find out, no? Because at this point, at this area, may chance sila na to go in a little bit farther. Tatawid sila doon, crossing this bridge. Knowing that Pascal, hindi ko rin sure kung alam nila nandun yung Pascal MY, but we also have Wheels in there on the other side. So, if they are going into the middle, siguro kailangan lang i-delay dahil posibleng mag-gatekeep sila dito. And this is a good position dahil posible din na pababor sa kanila yung circle, and with the trail that they have from the past 2 games, no, I think maganda na yung motivation nila, just not what do you call this, go ahead over parang go over their head na dahil nakadalawang buya na tayo, we can make this as easy as that.
Oh, hindi sila yung hindi sila yung nagbabasta-basta lang na laro. Talagang ingat na ingat sila sa sarili nila. They're going for the hard rotations. Pagka nag-hard rotate ka kasi Neptune when it comes to Battle Royale, talagang umiiwas ka sa engagement. Kasi kapag nag-push ka to straight lang, most definitely you will engage. Talagang may madadaanan ka. Like for example, right now we have itong Bloody Heads, nag-take over na nga dito sa location wherein nandun dati yung fast kill MY. Talagang take lang ng take ng spots. Pagka nakita mong nag-move yung isang team, you can actually take the old spot na meron sila, which is yun yung ginawa ng ating Bloody Heads. Pero meron pa tayong Argon MY sa likod. Kita mo yun? Talagang nag-crossover siya. Lumangoy, papunta dun sa kabila.
I think tumawid sa golf course and then going in into the circle. And this is a good gameplay, no? Kasi nga being solo. Pero ito na, going to gameplay, we have Blacklist International right now going in for this push. At yun nga po, we have 4 X-Men expert. Jibat has been knocked down. At si Rival naman nakabawi dito against Cobra, and Goku going in against Flanks. Nagdedelikado na nga si Manflank dito, and Phoenix is a little bit too far in there on that vector. Ito na nga po, Manflank with not healing, really trying to go in and go for the backstab against Goku, pero si Jibat nga natuluyan, and Manflank will be taken down. It's now left to Phoenix right now. Phoenix bakat nga ba? And there go Blacklist International will be taken down. Goku pa rin ang pinakamalakas na Saiyan sa laban na to.
Goku able to decode ng ating Blacklist International, and nagulat ako doon. Si Manflank hindi mo na siya nag-heal. Tinry niyang i-jumping shot over the fence itong players ng 4 X-Men experts. And at the same time, tingnan mo, meron din silang airdrop na pwede rin nilang kunan. So this will replenish yung mga items nila or maybe armor na nabawasan laban sa Blacklist International. Pero look at MTX. They're able to push one over there outside the circle. This is kind of unusual kasi, di ba, objective is getting inside the circle. They're pushing someone outside.
Oh, but I think MTX right now is also being pushed outside ng fast kill. Now, we've seen a double knockdown coming from Ali, if I'm not mistaken, on the side of Metrics. And kung na-pick up man yan, they went in onto the other head. The right flank sila. Right flank sila because they have bloody heads on their side. Argon MY naman nandito. I think nakakuha ata ng vehicle at tamang stroll lang muna. Going back to Almighty, they have the higher ground in here and a good place to gatekeep anyone. And this is for X-Man Expert. Goku, napabagsak na nga ni Batman. At ibang universe na nga tinitingnan natin. This is Almighty going against Goku, and 2 members remaining from the side of 4 X-Men Expert, while ang nag-iisang set squad naman ay na-eliminate na rin. We're now down to 9 teams.
At grabe yung ginawa ng Team Almighty doon. Very much different yung style ng gameplay nila this time around. Neptune, magkaiwala yung dalawa, duo, two position sila dito. Now they're going for the push. Alam nila na bawas na ang 4-man extra, pero ito, fast kill MY, able to eliminate yung bloody heads na papush sa kanila. They were able to get the position first, pero ito, tingnan natin. 4x Spade na lang ang natitira dito. Looks like 4x Spade is going for that healing game, pero hindi. Wala, knockdown din siya at the same time. Meron pa atang nag-isa dito na nagtatago sa loob ng glue wall. Oh, wow! What?
Napakaganda naman ang pinakikita. Debated ang mga tropa natin ng Almighty by 4X Man expert Ribel was able to survive that push, and I think that was a risky move then from the side of Almighty. We've seen 4X Man expert go for that bait tactic at na-bait nga ang mga tropa natin ng Almighty, plus that triple kill with that grenade. Ribel will be going into the books.
Yes, indeed. Ito na nga, fast kill MY yun. Just going for that glue wall. Again, remember guys, wala sila sa bilog and there are so many people na pwedeng mag-gatekeep sa kanila na nasa labas din at the same time. Ito na nga yung ginagawa ng FSK, fast kill, Monito, just putting up some glue walls right in front of him. Wala pa rin sa loob ng bilog, Monito. Kailangan mo pa na isa pa. And there you go. We have DE laban sa ARG-MY. Mukhang kalaban na nga nila doon, yung last guy ng Argon MY. And there you go. We have Monito with that triple kill on the kill feed. Team Wells naman. Kalaban nila ang Team ITX. Zapnu. Talagang ini-sprayan na niya yung mga glue wall nila. And quadra kill para kay yun. Grabe naman yun yung ginagawa ng FSK.
Grabe naman yun. Ayan, FSK, no? Again, we've called them out na they are going for fast death. Pero ito na nga to, fast kill ang ginagawa nila dito. Ali and Monito na lang natitira dito. And we know Ali, napakagaling na sniper. We saw earlier yung double. At yan na nga po, the easy going in or being eliminated by that sniper ni Ali. Hindi ka talaga tatantanan ni Ali pag nakawa na siya ng sniper. But ITX right now, surprisingly, no, they are here on the top or the last 5 teams pero 0 kills pa sila.
Right, and look at Ribel right now, 4X man expert just trying to camp, and right now nakita na nga siya dito. He will also need to go inside the circle. Fast kill MY will get eliminated. Na gatekeep na nga sila ng ating mga players dito. On the kill feed naman, ITX still kalaban nila ang Team Wells. ITX going for the push. Eliminated na nga ang Team Wells natin. We still have 3 remaining teams. Metrics still alive. They might go for that third consecutive Booyah. Neptune, tignan natin kung kakayanin nila.
I mean, if they hold that position, pick up anyone who is down, posible nila makaya to. ITX right now not really looking good, but yan nga po.
No.
Metrics na-eliminate with that vector and that grenade. Metrics is already out. We're now left to 4X man expert Rival, but will be taken down in ITX or Tactical Intex with this Booyah.
And ito yung sinasabi ko sa'yo, Neptune. Ito yun. Tactical Intex. Di ba? May sinabi ako sa'yo dalawang teams. Tactical Intex at saka yung Team Bloodheads. They are... Yeah. I mean, they have the potential. Meron silang potential na manalo against all of these great teams na nasa Group C. And dito natin nakita yung kanilang will to win. And there you go. Sobrang saya nila, mga kaibigan. Siguro nakakuha din sila ng code galing sa Free Fire. Kasi dami nag-ask ng code ngayon sa ating livestream. Pero yun na nga guys, going back, muntikan na yung post-game, yung ating metrics rather. Muntikan na yung metrics natin na makuha uli yung Booyah, pero hindi.
Oh, I mean, they were close, no? Masyado lang silang tumambay doon and they were hit by that grenade. The way I'm thinking is posible na silang what we call this, healing up, pero nag-grenade sila doon. But let's see, baka may hindi tayo nakita ng ating mga hosts. So let's welcome back Vil and Tyrer into the scene.
Thank you so much, casters. Ito na nga yung ating post-match discussion. It's finally time para pag-usapan ko ano pa ang nangyari doon sa map na yon. The thing is, Tactical Intex, honestly, Vil, Gentleman Gaming, and Kuku, they played it really, really safe. Doon sa huling engagements na nakita natin, 0 kills pa lang sila bago sila pumasok doon. And towards that, I would assume na baka mas mataas pa yung nakuhang points ng Fast Kill MY dito. And also to assume as well, kung titignan natin yung last standings a while ago, Fast Kill MY at saka Tactical Intex Neptune is silang dalawang team na to yung naghahabulan sa 10th tsaka 9th place. So, do you think na pag lumabas yung leaderboards natin, yung overall standings natin dito, Neptune, Tactical Intex ba o Fast Kill MY?
I would say I have my gut is telling me Fast Kill MY dahil ang dami nilang nalusutan na engagement reaching that final circle, no? And katulad na nabanggit kanina, no, Metrics was in there trying to chase for another booyah before they were taken down. So grabe talaga.
Yeah, that's true. Pero ito hindi ko ba alam kung nanonood ba yung Tactical Intex natin o hindi. Kasi sila yung team na napag-usapan natin kanina.
Sino yung mapag-usapan no? Nagbabago?
Oo, matik men.
Naintindihan nila tayo? Kalahin mo yun, Vin?
Kasi ito napag-usapan natin kanina, tuloy nga na sinabi ko kanina mga kaibigan. Tactical Intex, ang placement points nila is 80 pero ang kill points nila is actually 69. Sobrang taas ng kill points nila. Actually, ito, if pagbabasihan ng placement points, actually, ang Tactical Intex dapat nasa 13th place to Pero yun nga lang, sobrang taas ng kill points nila, yun yung nagbo-boost sa kanila kaya sila nakapasok ng 10th place. And now, nakakuha na sila ng first booyah ever sa buhay nila. Dito sa match, dito sa MCP.
Dito sa MCP. Mamaya akala nila sa buong buhay talaga Mahirap na.
Dito sa MCP. And finally, meron talaga silang isang thing na pwede talaga nilang ipagmalaki, na pwede nilang gawing ladder all the way to the top pa para hindi sila matawag doon, bumagsak sa 12th place. Kasi bago magsimula to, ang score ng Fast Kill MY is 151. At ang score ng Tactical Intex is 149, mga kaibigan. Diyos ko po. Okay. So lamang pa rin ang Fast Kill MY ng ilang puntos.
Isa lang.
1 point pa rin. 1 point pa rin. Ganun pa rin yung score. Kasi 151 plus 19, marami yan marami. 170. That is 170 points. And Tactical Intex, mga kaibigan, meron silang 18 points. 149 plus 18 points is actually marami rin, di ba? Hindi, mga tres, ganun. Tres yung lamang.
Kung 1 point difference kasi dito, Vil, yung Fast Kill MY, pagdating sa leaderboards kanina, ang pinagkaiba ng score nila is 2 points. So parang meron pa ding pagkakalamang na 1 puntos pa na extra itong Fast Kill MY, no? So talagang habulan ng placement dito. But looking at Bloody Head right now as well, they weren't able to manage to get a lot of kills, and also the placement points lang nakuha nila dito. Actually, 0 kills nga and 2 placement points Pero ang gusto kong pag-usapan dito actually is Blacklist International. Kuku, nakita natin kanina, drop pa lang. Trabaho lang para sa Blacklist. Drop sila sa moat house and then magro-rotate lang sila. Pero ano yung nangyari during that time na hindi sila, parang hindi maganda yung naging rotation nila. Hindi sila nakakuha ng any kills na usual na nakikita natin sa Blacklist is hyper-aggressive plays, and also the rotation-wise na nakukuha nila yung mga compounds and even winning engagements. What happened to them this time?
Well, na-pick off sila dun sa may moat house banda. On the northern side, merong pumasok na team, which is yung 4X-Men expert. Dapat nandun sila sa position na yun yung higher ground na yun. Pero they had to give it up kasi nga magpupush na yung nasa higher ground, which is 4 players ng 4X-Men expert. And medyo mahirap i-defend yun. Kahit nasabihin natin na kanina sasabi namin ni Neptune na may cover, pwedeng gamitin yung mga bahay-bahay doon and all of the rock formation. Mahirap pa rin yun, especially kung 4 sila na nandun sa taas. So, give up nila yun, bumaba sila, and siguro nagbago din yung plano nila dun sa point na yun.
Yeah.
And yun, dun na siguro nag-end up yung Blacklist.
Yung last game kanina ng Group B, mga kaibigan, sobrang parang tulad nga laging sinasabi nila ng mga casters natin, it's pandemonium. It's gonna be It's gonna be a big pandemonium ba, knowing na ito na yung huling match nung dalawang teams natin, or magpapaka-safe place sila. Kasi actually pag last match talaga, this is the time talagang kailangan mo maghabol eh. Lalong-lalo na yung 10th place to 12th place. Kasi Diyos ko po, malingat lang kayo ng konti, baka bigla na kayong mahabol.
Baba, no?
Yun ang pinaka-scary talaga na pwedeng mangyari dito. And sobrang nakakapanghinayang na alam mo yung tipong 1 point na lang pasok na kami sa top 12. Yun yung pinakamasakit actually. Pero I'm gonna ask you later on pagkatapos ng match natin, mga kaibigan. Once again, this is the OG map, the last map of the day. It's gonna be Group A versus Group C. Going back dito sa Bermuda, mga kaibigan, so on to our poging casters, Neptune and Mr. Jericho Piscos. Let's go.
Ask you later.
And thank you very much, Justin Villaseran, para sa pagpasa sa amin dito sa last match. Match number 6, mga kaibigan. Group A versus Group C, Neptune. Ano yung ating flight path?
Well, they will be coming in from the Mars Electric at surprisingly, walang lumapag doon. No? Kanina, marami tayong teams na lumapag doon. We have Argon MY already taking in here above that at Clock Tower naman on the other side. Medyo marami ang pumunta dito no, on the lower left part of the map habang ang Enigmax is still going into plantation habang Tactical Intex is just right next to them. Ang tanong kasi dito is will they be splitting up dito sa Bullseye or Shipyard or going in against each other. Pero going back to Bloody Heads, may nag-contest na rin sila dito and Metrics na nga nakaharap nila, and with that momentum from Metrics, I'm having a little bit of fear for the side of Bloody Heads.
Oo, natatakot ako para sa Bloody Heads, and Bloody Heads from the Philippines, isa sa mga kababayan natin itong mga to na lumalaban ngayon sa MCP Major. Kailangan nilang bumawi, no? Coming from that previous game, especially na 2 points lang yata yung nakuha nila doon. And itong Metrics siguro, they have all that confidence right now. Talagang feeling nila sobrang lakas nila kasi syempre nakadalawang buhay itong mga to eh. Pero looks like they're gonna go on a rotation, going onto the right side instead of the left side, because itong Bloody Heads nag-back off dito and will try to camp dito sa parang warehouse na to, dito sa area ng mill.
Yeah, I mean, maganda rin yung pwesto dito ng Bloody Heads, no? Since wala silang nabanggit natin kanina, no? Kung hindi ka malilikuran, you have all the visuals. But ito nga po, uy! Na-surprise hit na nga doon. Nadali si Mark at mukhang na-surprise ang mga tropa natin dito ng Bloody Heads. That is, what do you call this? Fake retreat. Kung tawagin nga ba, at Bloody Heads napitasan ng isa.
Oo, grabe. And gusto ko ulit makita yung mukha mo, na Neptune, yung surprise face mo. Para kagaya nung kanina. And siguro ganun yung na-feel ni Mark dito ng Bloody Heads. And yun nga yung sinasabi ko, Neptune, fake yung pag-bailout ng ating team Metrics. Pero hindi nila alam dito siguro na meron pang chance makatakas itong ating team Bloody Heads. Pero now, let's look at Team Blacklist International. Lagi silang naghaharap nitong team na to, no? Itong Z Squad. Parang same rotation yata sila.
Oh, I mean, posible kasi, no? It's either one way of the other or the another. No, Blacklist International, posibleng nabasa nila ang pwestuhan or rotation ng Set Squad, and it's an opportunity for them. Set Squad medyo nasa baba ng ating leaderboard. At yan nga po, no, Clanks was able to go in and take down the one from Set Squad. And we have a man flank right now. At yan nga, a push against Labits. At a double push, pero hindi, Clanks matutuluyan na nga dito. Phoenix will try to go into the backup on the other side. Pero si Cobra naman ang nauna na nga doon from above. Pero Clanks mukhang natuluyan na nga, and Seth Squad is in here still, no? Doing a great job on the defense, pero si Cobra mukhang tinuluyan si Blade na nga nandito. It's now left to 3 members, but Cobra is still on to the hit against Lavitz. Manlilikod na nga habang tumatakbo ang Set Squad dito. Walang makakapigil kay Cobra with that time turner and going in for that takedown against Type 64. Nag-iisa na lang dito si Monarch, and what a good backup on the other side. Mukhang matutuloy na nga ng Set Squad, and there you go. Blacklist International will take down the first eliminated team.
What a push there coming from Blacklist International. They got the lower ground. Neptune, nasa lower ground sila, and yung Set Squad natin, hindi na secure yung higher ground. And once na na-knockdown dun si Blade, yun na yung pag-push nila Cobra and all of the other guys ng ating Blacklist International. However, itong si Clanks na stuck siya dun sa mga glue walls
Yep.
na sinet up niya and na-kill siya agad-agad nung ating set squad. Syempre, kung ako yung set squad, net puntos. Diba?
Correct.
And yun yung ginawa nila. Pero ito, looks like we have ARGMY having some death race with some of the players here dito, laban dito sa ating Mars Electric. Laging may tao dito sa Mars Electric Neptune, no?
When we thought kanina na walang pupunta doon, siguro nag-glide pa sila papunta dito. But here we go, we are on MY right now being shot at by Wills. At yan na nga po, no, the blue wall plus the grenade. Pero ito, mukhang magsusuwiside gameplay ata dito. But no, Sparks right now, mo naipit na nga in Alforte with the double vector magtanggol. My right now is going in for, or trying to defend them. X2R naman nandito, no, nandito na din sa gilid at mukhang lalayo na. They need to regroup with Pedro and My right here dahil na mahirap, no, pag nabawasan ka ng isang teammate tapos kalat-kalat pa kayo, there's tendency na ma-pick off kayo isa-isa.
Oh, this is going to be a smart play. Para sa akin, goods tong ginagawa ng ARGMY, especially Spark is already dead. Kulang na kulang sila when it comes to engagement laban sa apat na players ng ating Team Wells. Pero to, looks like we have ITX versus Team EMX. And right now, one of the players already got taken out there from Team ITX. Dalawa na lang ata. Neptune yung natitira sa ITX. Patay na si Zapno kanina.
Yeah, we'll have to find out once we have the view. Very great right now. Dahil kadalasan, pag napaharap sila, regardless of which team, sila yung una na pababagsak. Pero ngayon sila yung naghahabol. But, sabi ko nga kanina, no, medyo delikado yung gantong habol gameplay dahil may malaki yung tendency na mabait ka. And well, it might happen in here from the side of ITX. ITX right now is also a smart player. Pero grenade gameplay, posibleng gawin dito na ni V2. And V2 right now leading. The back and the push is on. Dalawang miyembro na nga sinunod ni V2 and backing off. Now here comes the rest of the team. Tatlong papasok but the glue wall trying to stop them. And there you go. Tactical Index will be eliminated. A quick play from Enigmax.
Grabe si Vito, walang takot. Binatawan ng granada after nung one knock. Talagang sinugod na rin niya yung last member nung team ng ITX and what a great job. Sobrang ganda, just showing us na kayang-kaya din ng kanilang team na lumaban dito sa MCP Major. Pero to, Blacklist International, nasa may bandang clock tower ngayon at merong isang team which is yung 4 X-Men Experts and siguro parang dumadaan lang yung ating 4 X-Men Expert at yung ating Blacklist International will not go for that engagement. Ano sa tingin mo mangyayari dito, Neptune?
We'll have to find out, no? This UAV, sa tingin ko, if I'm not mistaken, it's a different team compared to Blacklist International na umiikot na nga at napatapat. So, iiwas ang 4X-Man Expert on this UAV pero makikita na nga at ito na, magkakaharap 4X-Man Expert and Blacklist International. Medyo delikado ang Blacklist dito dahil kulang sila ng isa. Pero nandyan si Cobra na isa pa ring malakas ang loob and I think they know this position or this area very well. At yan nga po, no, we have Cobra mukhang nakakabawi pa rin. It's a 1-3 split for the side of 4X-Men Expert at napakaganda ng pwesto dito katulad na nasabi mo, no, lagi silang nasa bubong.
Oo, mga akit-bahay gang ata yung Blacklist International eh. Ganun yata yung code na kailangan nilang i-break ngayon. Pero ito, 4X-Men, nakita natin kanina si Rival with that triple grenade kill. Will he ever do that again? Mahirap yung highlight na yon. Pero to, man flank just waiting for someone to push. Again, they have the advantage itong 4X laban sa Blacklist International. Tignan mo yung ginagawa nila. Tignan mo yung mapa, Neptune. They're boxing in on a triangle formation. Itong Team Blacklist International. They know already that Phoenix is also on top of this roof. And also, ito si Yun! Nakita na nga niya si Alforte ng Team Wells. And this is the same as what 4X is doing to Blacklist. Na box in na rin yung ating Team Wells. Aoki might go down here laban kay Shark. There you go, Neptune. He will be dropped. 2 players left para sa ating Wells, Embalor, and Limit.
Grabe talaga si Shark, no? With that Vector magtanggol. Going back to Blacklist International and for X-Men Expert, the push. Napakaganda naman ang pagkakapwes doon. Pinigilan talaga. Mukhang tumama sa muka ni Raibel. At yun nga, Cobra right now with only 7 HP. Nakabawi na nga and the glue wall will be able to save him. Cobra, nagdedelegado. The only one remaining on this area. At grenade gameplay naman dito coming from Cobra. Hindi pa siya nag-heal, no? Trying to capitalize on the situation. Pero ito nga po, mukhang isang one hit dito kay Cobra ay babagsak na siya dito. But here we go, we have Cobra taking out Jibat on the other side and man flank for the backup. And this will give Cobra chance to heal up. But si Phoenix na rin, no, will try to go in, no, para makuha na nga ang isa pang miyembro dito. And there you go, Cobra for the quadra kill. Man flanks for the chase. And the rest of the teams are just spread out.
Sabi ni Cobra, anong 7 HP, 7 HP? Kaya ko kayong dalawa. And there you go, nakita nga natin si Jebat will be eliminated na rin by Cobra. Cobra with a killing spree already. Blacklist International with 7 kills Neptune. And they were able to eliminate, or not yet, there's one more left para dito sa 4X. At ito si Goku na nagtago na nga dun sa mga bahay-bahay.
Mukhang siguro magcha-charge lang muna dito, no, bago siya lumayo. But Blacklist International na all out na nga dito actually before the discussion, no, before this game, and they were taken out early, or not really that early, pero alam mo yon, parang walang kalaban-laban silang napabagsak kanina. And we have Blacklist International trying to catch up. I think this is just a start. I think this is just the points, the kill points that they're stacking up, and then mamaya mag-stack up sila on the placement points. But we'll have to find out later on. Almighty naman nandito na nagdelikadok sila kanina on the previous engagement, and they have Blacklist, or we have a Bloody Head behind them. At mukhang sinusugod pa rin dito from Enigma. Si V2 ang natitira dito, and Almighty will not be letting go. At we have in there, no, Almighty from above, si Shira together with Batman, habang si Ren naman nandito pilit na pupapasok. At yan nga, V2 has been eliminated with that grenade by Batman.
And kung titingnan natin tong engagement na to, we have Team Almighty laban sa ating Team Enigmax. Merong bloody heads na nandito sa may bandang taas, pero parang wala silang paki. Bahala kayo dyan. Sabi ng bloody heads, hindi kami magto-third party. Pero going back, habang naglalaban tong Team Almighty at Team Enigmax, merong nawalang team, which is yung 4 X-Men Expert, Cobra, with getting the final kill. Cobra, ilan na kills ni Cobra? Siguro mga 5 or 6 kills na siguro si Cobra for Blacklist International. And now we see here Team Almighty taking over the factory. And kung titignan natin yung ating team metrics, nasa may bandang labas lang ng factory. The circle is now moving and closing and shrinking. Saan kaya pupunta to? Antayin natin, Neptune. Let's see.
Yeah, we'll have to find out, no? Pero sa tingin ko, nasa bandang gitna yan. Wherein magdedelikado
Ayun, tama ka nga.
ang bloody head.
Ang galing mo.
Gitnang gitna. Well, manghuhula lang naman tayo, but di pa natin itama. Parang mahirap yun, ha? Manghuhula ka rin ba, hindi mo pa itama. But anyways, Bloody Heads, delikado na yung pwesto nila kanina. They have a team in there who might gatekeep them from the earlier position, bago pa lumabas yung circle. Pero ngayon, ito na rin yung mangyayari. Almighty, posibleng i-hold sila dahil napansin natin, no, may nag-peek from Almighty towards Bloody Heads, and there is a chance. There is a chance in there that Bloody Heads might be taking out unless nag-flank sila on either side and just get away of harm's way.
Right, and ito, ARGMY, na kung nakita natin sila from the previous game, Neptune, nahirapan sila kasi there's only one player left sa team nila. Pero now, pwede silang bumawi dito sa laban na to. They have 3 players still alive here. X2R, si Me, at saka isa nilang player doon. Pero to, looking at Blacklist International, we have Team Enigmax with 2 players remaining. Kalaban nila itong si Black. So Blacklist versus Black ng EMX. Meron pa isa doon, Neptune, si Slumber number 2. 'Di ba? Grabe naman 'yun. Sino kaya mananalo dito? It's the same situation here. Neptune, we have Cobra leading the way for the team. He already has 6 kills. And all they need to do is protect this area. And dito sila magaling with the defense that they have. Black and si Slumber, they need to figure out kailangan nilang mag-figure out ng way para manalo laban sa Blacklist.
Well, I think it's not winning. It's probably just getting away. Pero ito na nga po, mukhang hindi napansin agad si Cobra at si Slumber and si Black, no? They might be sleeping in the blackness of the night dahil nandito pa nga sila sa isang compound wherein alam na ni Cobra na nandun. Isang grenade hit na lang at posible na silang mapapagsak. At uy, napaganda naman ang susunod na circle. Saktong-sakto naman sa kanilang dalawang team. But going in on two, fast kill going against Almighty. At on the other side, Bloody Heads, marami ng teams na nandito sa factory, paring kuko.
Oo, nandito na lahat ng supplies na kailangan nila sa factory, pero ito, FSK, it's a matter of them trying to engage with this or pumasok na lang sila sa bilog eh. Kasi again, objectives is to get inside the circle. Monito trying to snipe away JZ pero hindi tumatama ang kanyang mga gunshot papunta doon. Pero ito, Phoenix waiting for Team Enigmax. Enigmax is actually in the circle and Blacklist is just waiting for Team Enigmax to show up. Hindi nila binabatoan ng mga granada, no? Siguro ubos na rin yung granada nila or they're just saving up until the very end. And there you go, Bloody Heads will get eliminated there. Ali from FSKMY with a nice shot. And dun sa may daong roon, we have Team Metrics versus Team Almighty. Ito na nga yung laban ng Blacklist versus Team Enigmax and Blacklist International decoding the other team here. There you go. 6 teams remaining on this match.
Grabe naman yung pagka-push niya. But here we go now. We have a fast kill right now going against Metrics. Alam naman natin na Metrics ay galit na galit pero mukhang nagkakagalitan na nga sila dito ng fast kill at they will be eliminated. Almighty naman nandito being gate kept and there you go. What a hit from Ali in there trying to pick up one of the members running into the circle. At yan na nga, 4-man strong pa rin ang mga tropa natin ng fast kill. We have Argon MY in there on the south side who is going against Do Easy habang si Bayets na pabagsak dito and they will be going for the pick up. Mukhang malalaman na natin kung sino ang maaalamang dito as fast kill. Uy, yun! Tinamaan na nga pero hindi na pabagsak and siya naman ay makakapag-heal.
At ito si Sha, ito na nga siya, now pushing Team Argon MY and with the glue walls, hindi sila makapasok doon sa labas kung nasaan yung Argon MY and Argon MY just using the glue walls right now para sa kanilang advantage. Pero ito, Payets able to drop one down. Ooh. Looks like the triple kill for Phoenix. For Blacklist International is up on the kill feed. Bayets. There's actually still 2 or 3 players alive for Team Argon MY, right?
Well, not anymore. But yeah, there were 2 players in there bago mapabagsak yung isa and then that elimination. No? A good defense then from the side of Argon MY. Siguro it's the pressure of the zone na rin. But here we go. We have fast kill right now with the distance. Titingnan nyo, kills. 14 kills already from fast kill in there. They are going against this team of Do Easy. And there you go. We have Shark taking down that member of Do Easy. Fast kill going against Blacklist International. And here we go. Ito na nga laban ng malakas. No? Cobra right now. Oy, mukhang pinapasok na nga pero si Shark hindi nakalusot doon sa grenade. And Cobra with or trying to go in with that grenade gameplay pero nababagsak na nga dito. This is the booyah of the game. Monito an MVP from Fast Kill.
Fast Kill MY Neptune getting the booyah. This means na yung kanina nating kino-compare na dalawang team, talagang sobrang taas na ng gap nila. Sobrang laki na ng gap ng dalawang teams na to. And makikita natin yung scores mamaya-maya. Pero again, si Cobra, tinry niya i-clutch yun kaso hindi niya nagawa. 4v1, ang hirap nun.
Medyo mahirap na rin kasi yung pwestuhan ni Cobra doon. Unlike dun sa kaninang area na may leverage pa siya. Pero on an even field, tapos marami kang kalaban, then that's a difficult position for Cobra. Let's see what our host has in mind for this match. Lalo na on this last for today. So let's welcome back Tyrar and Bill.
Ang akala ng tactical index is mahahabol nila ang fast kill MY pero sa nangyaring ngayon baka malabo talagang mangyari yon this week. So probably next week siguro pwede natin makita na sila talaga yung top 1 or anything like that pero depende na yun. Pero pag-usapan muna natin yung laban ngayon. dito sa ating huling bilog mga kaibigan is actually we have a Do Easy, we have Blacklist International and Fastkill MY. Pero ang problema dito ng Blacklist International is mag-isa na lang din talaga siya. If ever, gonna ask you guys, if ever talagang kunyari mag-isa lang kayo sa zone, I mean, mag-isa lang kayo sa team nyo, then you're up against a lot of players pa. What is the best thing that you can do? Are you gonna do like a madman na run and gun ka sa loob? Or just try to play safe lang talaga? Lalong-lalo na sa isang tournament like this, na ang pinaglalabanan lang is syempre yung mga kill points or probably magiging lason na lang kayo na para kayong kabote na bigla-bigla na lang kayo susulpot dun sa may gilid at saka pag baril-baril mo yung mga kalaban for you to get that booyah. Paano ba, Neptune?
For me, it's more of siguro kung ganun kang kabilis mag-isip, analyze mo yung sitwasyon mo. Are you going to flank or go straight ahead? And dito sa Free Fire kasi you have the advantage of the glue wall that you can use for defense or offense, lalo na pagpalit na yung circle. Pwede mong harangan yung ibang teams despite kung ganong karami sila. Pwede mo silang harangan so that they have to turn around and pwede mo silang targetin one at a time at that point.
Or pwede ka ding manglason actually, no? Kung isa ka na lang, tapos nakikita mo para kung makasurvive ka until the end. Kaso nga lang, isang buong squad yung makakatapat niya pa doon during the last few moments. But Kuku, pagdating dito sa matches na napanood natin for today, para sa day number 5 ng MCP Majors, tingin mo ba may mga malalaking differences when it comes to the team's rotations and how they perform? Because it seems like yung nasa bottom 12 natin, hindi pa rin nila ma-figure out yung way kung paano sila makakakuha ng points. Ano ba dapat nilang gawin dito?
Well, they have to put a consistent drop point. Kasi kung papansinin nyo yung mga drop point nung iba, especially yung mga lower teams below top 12, paiba-iba kasi. Paiba-iba yung ano nila, yung drop points nila. So definitely, pag nagbago yung drop point mo, magbabago yung rotation mo, yung mga choke points na pwede nilang kunin, makukuha din agad nung iba. Especially nung 2 games ago, merong fast kill sa kayong bloody heads. Naunahan ng fast kill MY yung bloody heads sa position nila.
Yeah.
And that's why yung fast kill yung nanalo dun sa part na yun. Pero yun nga, they have to be more consistent para manalo onto the next weeks na meron tayo.
Yeah. Etong game na to actually, parang yung iba nagpaka-passive, yung iba naka-aggressive, parang balance balance yung mga ginawa ng mga teams dito. And hindi lang sila like a madman na run and ganun nga. Tuloy sasabi ko na pasok kung ano. Talagang they're actually sticking to their strategies lang talaga and just try to wait dun nga sa edge ng circle. And kita-kita naman natin yung mga iba't ibang teams. They tried to be aggressive pero ang problema, it's just nauunahan lang talaga sila lalo na if ever nasa compound ka. And it's like, if ever kasi nasa compound ka, kailangan mo talagang as much as possible takpan or hindi man takpan, yung mga sound cues mo, yung mga barrel or something like that. It's really up to you on how will you do that. Kasi if ever lang na talagang makita ng mga kalaban mo or marinig kung nasan ka man talaga and medyo kabahan ka na kasi what if yung pala yung top team talagang uubos sa'yo. Pero this is the MCP Majors anyway. Pero I'm gonna ask you guys, what do you think is the advantage of all the top teams na nasa taas comparing sa mga nasa baba? Let's start with Mr. Analyst, Kukuti.
Well, I mean, for me, the difference between yung mga nasa top ng leaderboards natin compared dun sa mga lower teams na nasa lower part ng leaderboards natin, it's all about their consistency when it comes to how they play the game. Like for example, Blacklist International, they drop at Moat House. They go for the same rotation from week 1 until right now. And dito natin makikita sa highlights din natin, lagi nilang nakakasagupa itong set squad.
Yeah.
Napansin ko yan. Pareho sila ng rotation. So what set squad can do is to, change how they rotate, not be with one of the top teams dito sa ating MCP Major, which is yung Blacklist.
Yeah, they literally have like less than 24 hours to think kung ano ba yung susunod na mangyayari dito. Pero ikaw, Neptune, if ever you're gonna have a chance to compare the top 9 to top 18, paano kaya?
Well, the thing is for the top 9, they have the leeway to change tactics. Katulad na nabanggit natin kanina, no? There's a lot of change, a lot of surprises. Every week na lang na lumalabas tayo. So for those na, alam mo yon, like for instance, SAF, they have the leeway na I can change my tactic and try others. Pag dumating sa point na konti na lang kami or finals na, no, we can use this and they can do it against the same team. Now, ang comparison naman of the top and the top half and the bottom half is katulad din na nabanggit ni Kuku, it's more of consistency on the placement as well as the kills.
So sa tingin niyo ba guys na pagdating dito sa, of course, this is the 5th day na meron tayo. Alam na nila yung rotation, alam na rin natin yung consistency and everything else. The plan, is it still the plan na i-shut down mo yung mga top teams or would you really rather just play it safe, Kuku?
For me, you have to play it the way you want to win it. Like, yung ginawa ng metrics, yung metrics, hindi naman nila mind na kung ano man yung gameplay ng iba. What they did was, they basically went on a killing spree pagka nawala sa kanila yung bilog. One of the highlights na nakita natin was yung sa Almighty. Na-figure out nila na meron ng tao doon, nawala yung bilog sa kanila. So what they need to do is to just move close to the circle. All they need to do is just eliminate yung magiging checkpoint nila doon, which is yung Almighty, and then just go straight to the objective. You don't really have to mind the other teams. Para sa akin, you don't really have to mind them because if you think more of the other teams, mawawala ka sa laro.
Oh,
and that's how Metrics did it today.
Times meron ako mga nakakausap din ng mga pro players na sinasabi nila na usually hindi namin tinitignan kung ano yung pangalan ng ibang team na makakalaban namin. Kasi gusto lang na talaga namin i-focus dito is the way we want to win it. Kung paano ba yung pinractice nating rotation, kung ano ba yung mangyayari. Because at the end of the day, Neptune, di ba? At the end of the day, it is still RNG. Random pa din yung mangyayari and there are things that are unexpected. Have you seen anything unexpected para sa araw na ito?
Well, kanina ending up in the water, no, yung final circle na yon wherein both teams are on the opposite side of the river. Talagang unexpected yon. Though we are expecting water ending pero not to that point, no. There's a lot of teams na rin na nag-pop off katulad ng nabanggit na Tactical Intex. We have Metrics in there who took a back-to-back and still trying to move forward and move their ranks up.
On to our overall standings naman mga kaibigan here sa after 6 days na paglalaro dito sa Green Free Fire MCP Major Season 2. Still undefeated. Hindi mo undefeated. Pero still, nasa taas pa rin sila. Still nasa heaven pa rin sila mga kaibigan. Pero AKO Legend, second place. PSG Radicals getting the third place. Followed by Blacklist International, Forex-Men Expert, Fascal MY na talagang from 9th place bumulusok pataas.
Grabe.
With 198 points, Wheels, Freedom Rumble, and Metrics para sa ating top 9. However, dito naman sa rank 10, we have Tactical Intex, Almighty, Bloody Head, Do Easy, Umbrella Reborn, Argon MY, Z Squad, Cannot X-Brain, and Enigmax still down below mga kaibigan. And what are your thoughts on this, partner?
I mean, Bloody Head, they're still stuck at the 12th spot. On the other hand, Almighty as well. Umakyat na sila dito papuntang 11, no? It's just a matter of time before we see any movements then. Pagdating doon, I would say sa second to third and fourth place. Kasi ito yung mga points na magkakadikit talaga. You could just assume na Supreme Assault Force, they are the strongest team right now. They are also the most consistent one. And if magtutuloy-tuloy yun, if magre-replicate lang yon along the days and weeks that we have, they're still gonna stay up top dahil napakalaki pa ng points. Kahit sabihin natin na 3 beses silang hindi magbuya, mahirapan pa rin makahabol yung ibang mga teams dito kasi 30 points pa lang halos yung kailangan mong habulin or more than that even.
Yeah, I mean, gusto lang talaga ng SAF dito. They really want to secure the $2,000 agad-agad. Number one, if ever top 1 dito sa ating league stages, mga kaibigan, you're gonna go home happy because you have $2,000 in your wallet agad-agad. And if ever na makapasok dito sa top 12, actually talaga pinaglalabaran na rin talaga is the pride and honor and the prize money as well. Kasi isipin mo, once nakapasok ka na dito sa top 12, meron ka ng premyo sa league stage, meron ka pang premyo papasok ng playoffs, ng grand final. So, I mean, imagine that. All you gotta do is play, all you gotta do is just talk to your teammates, execute all your strategies, at uuwi kang masaya. Meron ka ng pang-date, at saka panlibre sa amin.
Oo, kung may ka-date ka. Kaso,
Oo.
mahirap kung wala, no? Pero, sa pamilya nyo, makakatulong din yan. Kung gusto mo, kagaya ka ni Vel, yung $2,000, ibili mo ng skin sa Free Fire.
Tama. Ibabalik ulit namin sa Free Fire.
Ganun mo kamahal yung laro, man.
Man. Bibili ako ng maraming magandang skin para sa glue wall ko. Kung may 15,000 ako, ilalagay ko yung mukha ko dun sa may glue wall na yun. Free Fire pa naman.
Gagawa ka ng sarili mong skin ko, customize mo na lang. Pero parang imbis na kalabanin ka, babasagin talaga at babasagin yung blue wall. Dahil mukha mo yan doon eh, no, Bill?
Wow.
Sorry, Ate. Sorry,
Gusto mo?
sorry.
Sige. Pero sa totoo lang, sobrang nag-enjoy ako sa araw na to. Isa to sa pinakamabilis actually. Nagsimula tayo.
Kaya ka ba nag-enjoy?
Yeah. I mean, nagsimula tayo ng tipong mga quarter to 1, tapos nagtapos tayo ng 3:58, almost 2 hours. And, well, actually, it's like,
Sige. 3.
almost 3 hours, mga kaibigan. Actually, hindi pa nga eh. Basta ayoko na mag-mat. Miss.
Basta madami. Basta madami yung
maraming
oras. Ito na. To wrap things up para sa ating dalawang casters din na humingiti lang dito kasi tayong dalawa yung nag-uusap. Eh may giveaway din codes tayo dito. Basahin nyo lang yan or i-screenshot nyo. I-copy-paste. Di nyo pala copy-paste. Pero i-type nyo muna, tapos i-copy-paste nyo na, ibigay nyo na sa mga kaibigan nyo at lahat na. Pero Neptune and Kuku TV, to wrap things up, of course, kung magkakaroon kayo ng paboritong team aside from, of course, the Filipino teams that we have right now, based sa performance ng mga, kasi maraming nag-stand up din para sa araw na to eh. Sa performance ng teams, para lang sa araw na ito, Neptune, who will it be?
I would say metrics. Yung comeback nila from the two buyas and then the performance after that, talagang maganda yung pinakita. Just continue that, guys, and probably they learned na rin, no, everything, and yun lang ang gusto ko for a team that learns and move forward.
Kuku.
Well, kung pwede lang mag-copy-paste, ika-copy-paste ko na lang eh. Pero para maiba naman, syempre I'll go with Fastkill MY. Especially kita natin yung laban nila with Tactical Intex with the position sa leaderboard. Now that they got the Booyah, sobrang tumaas na sila, and now they're at I think 6th spot yata yun. So 6th spot for Fastkill MY.
I mean, we've seen them, kaibigan, talaga maglaban-laban dito. We've seen the rise and fall of these players. Pero yun nga lang, some went down, some went up. And all they gotta do is try to be consistent sa lahat ng ginagawa nila. This is actually the day 6 already of the Free Fire, the Free Fire MCP
Day
Majors.
5!
Oo, day 5 rather. Day 5. Bukas yung day 6.
Excited na kasi si Phil, guys. Pasensya na kayo.
Tinetest ko lang kayo.
Kung alam namin.
Pero yun nga, I mean, sana lang talaga yung may mga ibang teams na talaga na magpakita talaga na sobrang solid na matchup dito sa game na to. So, just to end the day, ladies and gentlemen, of course, but before we end this, a big shout out to Mr. Lionel. This has been the Garena FIFA MCP Majors Season 2. We are your talent for today. We are your host. My name is Phil, alongside with me is Taylor, and on behalf of our casters, we have Neptune and we have Mr. Jericho. Ladies and gentlemen, salamat sa panonood. Thank you and see you tomorrow. Bye!
tonight. We were born for this fight. We'll be glorious tonight. We are champions. We'll be warriors tonight. And like warriors we'll fight. We'll be victorious tonight. We are champions. We were born for tonight. We were born for this fight. We'll be glorious tonight. We are champions. We'll be warriors tonight. And like warriors we'll fight. We'll be
Taking kill. Triple kill. Shut down. Taking kill. Taking kill.
Survivors, saya perlukan sokongan.
Takes let's go down. Spade dropped onto the ground. Jabat goes down as well for X-Men. X-Men not looking great at all.
Teams will be squished in together. Who will take this fight and who will take this booyah?
It's going to be Almighty on our screen. They're putting up the kill. Shira is down, but Batman, he's running into the center. We plan to smash it. He's tumbling through everyone. Can Almighty do this? He's the last man alive. Almighty turns around, and I think they've done it.
But he does not get the hits onto Batman, and Batman can't even pull those flanks off. Beautiful nade placement coming through from Jembal, but Shira gets taken down, eliminated immediately. Gives me so much of confidence in this team of Enigmax. V2, beautiful nade now being tossed up front. And you know, you did talk about V2 a little bit earlier on in this competition. What crazy placement. Manchai might be able to go in for the knock on a couple of players, but if he wants to take advantage, he needs to get the delete as well. Players from the side of Enigmax now coming in for the snuff. V2 with those questions, and Manchai needs to get away, but with the shotgun is able to bring in so much of challenge.
But let's go gets another snipe, and Goku, he has to spend so much time. That's when they fly through. This might just be it. This might just be the back that ends it all for X-Men Expert.
Triple kill. Shut down. Taking kill. Taking kill.
Survivors, saya perlukan sokongan.